I forgot how to do this for a second. I was sitting here looking at my sources, at my scenes. Wondering, well, shit, which one do I click? Which one do I click? Fonangles, hello! Hello, welcome! Hisashiburi! Hisashiburi da ne. Minasan, konbanwa. Gokigenyo. Hisashiburi desu ne. Kyou wa... Today, well, I don't know what we're doing today. Shiranai no... Well, you know what? You know what Teddy is doing today? Teddy is standing outside my office door and screaming his little head off. So, relatable. I have a lot of scenes because, you know, in order to have like certain events organized properly, I make a lot of scenes and I make a lot of sources. And I don't exactly delete them all once I'm done using them because, like, what if I need them again? So I just have a bunch here. So I was like, oh, shoot. Because, like, technically, I'm just chatting today. But I didn't want to go to my chatting screen. I wanted to show you some things. So I went to my gaming screen, which kind of has, like, all the extra space for me to use. Hello, welcome! What's everybody been up to? Huh? What have you been doing? Good evening. Good evening. I've been up to... working. Work. Every day is work. I've been up to working and studying and practicing and I guess some more self-care. I've been trying to like play more games and or watch more anime lately, which you may have noticed if you follow me on Twitter. I was talking about how I just caught up with the Apothecary Diaries and how I just started this new, I don't know if I would call it anime. It's localized, it's made in China. What is it called? What is the term for Chinese anime? Is it donghua? Hold on, Google. I'm a genius! It is donghua! I think I've only heard that term once in passing. Okay, yes. Chinese animation is donghua. Yippee! Contemplate existential dread stream? It's possible. We may discuss it a little bit with other discussions of the future. I'm visiting my parents, so my little rascal cat is hiding around here somewhere. Can you send me a picture of your cat? Please? We may talk about the question in the room here, which is life worth living? Okay, here's what happened when I was creating this waiting room. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my thumbnail, right? I was just like, oh, I want to do a stream on Saturday. I don't really know what it's going to be about. I'll probably just do some like kind of chatting stream, you know, without any specific subject in mind. So I'm just gonna kind of make a whatever silly thumbnail, and I just put a bunch of like, you know, I put a bunch of question marks on it. I just chose a random background. I just chose a picture of myself that I've never used before, and then I uploaded it, and I was like, what could, you know, what could the title of this stream possibly be with a thumbnail like this? So I made the thumbnail first and titled it after that, and you know, that's just how it happened. Lots of medical examinations. Are you okay? Is everything okay? Started a new job? Oh, congratulations! If it warrants congratulations. I know, like, hopefully your new job is a good job. Is a job you are happy to have. Yeah, self-care! Yippee! Watching more anime! Stop disappearing me so much! Sorry. I've been... We'll touch on my activities in a little bit, probably. Once we hear from everybody, how everybody has been, we can talk about the future. Nothing bad will happen. Don't worry. I just got here after an 11-hour drive and my cat is sniffing me and rubbing on me. I'm so happy. Oh, that's so cute. It's really cute, actually. Mojo will do something similar. So, you know, being as old as he is, he's my cat Mojo Jojo is 16 right now. Next April he'll be 17. So being that old, he's moved a lot of places, lived a lot of places, met a lot of people. So it's really cute when he meets somebody that he's met before or he's lived with before and he remembers them. He just like cuddles up to them and is like, oh, I remember you, pet me. It's very cute. Medical exams are for the Veterans Association since I'm getting medically discharged. Oh no! Is that a good thing or is it a bad thing? Please let me know if I should offer you congratulations or offer you condolences. I will wait on your response. First career job after college, OMG. How does it feel being an adult? A real working adult with benefits and everything. Also bought a car with the money from my new job, so I have lots of debt now. Yup, that's adulthood. That is adulthood. It's okay. Honestly, once you have a car, the world is opened to you, I think. I didn't realize like how sheltered and how isolated a life I lived until I learned how to drive, and I was like, whoa, I can just see things, do things. So having a car makes you feel very free, I feel like. Unfortunately, I wish I didn't have to rely on it. I love riding the train, and I wish that, like, you know, I could walk places, and maybe, you know, I wouldn't be so out of shape after going up the stairs once or twice, but shikata do you just want me to tweet him? Yeah, please. Thank you. I remember Rue. Do I have the other picture you sent me of Rue before? You sent me like 5 in your email. You shouldn't rely on me too much because first and foremost, I feel like I'm a very busy lady. I like to try new things and push myself to my limits, but sometimes that means that I'm doing so offline. I don't know. Wait, I guess we can talk about this, but 𝑑𝑎𝑡𝑎 has actually been in kind of a depressive state since like June. Beginning of June. Yeah, there was one point, I think, yeah, there was one point in June. This was before Offkai. There was one point in June where I was very, very suicidal. I'm fine now. Disclaimer. I'm fine now. I just felt very overwhelmed with like life. And you know what? I make so many jokes about offing myself that, you know, eventually like those jokes stopped weren't so close to jokes anymore, and I was just like, what if I just died, bro? So yes, I had a little bit of a rut in June. But I went to Offkai, and even though, okay, legit, I think I told you guys this in my Offkai recap video, I was dreading going to Offkai. I did not think I was going to enjoy it. I thought it was going to be a drag. I thought it was going to be overwhelming, because, like, you know, I was so out of it. I was so detached. But I ended up enjoying myself, so I feel like maybe that helped. Maybe that helped. And I definitely have not been as upset as I was in earlier June, despite things and stuff happening. I still feel better than I did in early June. So I think we're doing okay now. I feel like one of the biggest contributors to me crashing out is basically, I guess it's not a secret anymore because I've mentioned it on Twitter. So I work at the library, and summertime is the busiest time for the library. It literally makes me want to die because it's so freaking busy, and I have so many freaking responsibilities, and honestly, it just makes my day job super unenjoyable, to the point where I've literally considered quitting my day job like several times in the past at least 2 months, but that wouldn't really be feasible for me, so it is what it is. Yeah, that's also kind of why I've been like trying to do other things, because I was wondering, like, you know, what if the same old routine was like making me super burned out? I was wondering that, you know, maybe just like working my job and streaming and doing nothing else like new or interesting to my brain, I guess, like nothing challenging to my brain. I felt like maybe that was like contributing to the spiraling that was happening. So so that's why also I've been trying new things. Like, you know, I've been trying to study music production. I've been trying to work on my mixing skills. I literally was mixing for like 3 hours today again. So that's also why I've been like kind of trying to give my brain a detox, I guess. Yeah. I highly recommend it. If you feel depressed, challenge yourself. That seems so backwards. I'm sorry. For me personally, I was like, wow, this sucks. I'm in a rut. I'm gonna go try something new. So, you know, that's kind of what I've been doing. I've also been like, you know, planning out game I want to make. Game dev? Yeah. I've been doing game dev too. I don't know if I would call it game dev, because I'm just planning it right now. There's no development actually happening besides like me sketching out character designs and writing down game mechanics in a document and hashing out character backstories and relationships and hashing out gameplay mechanics and drafting menu, UI, and stuff like that. I don't know if I would call that development yet. I feel like I can call myself a developer when we actually get to like the coding part of it. It's fun. I like it. It's definitely different. Because I feel like, you know, when you play a video game, there's like, you just enjoy it, right? You don't really, unless you are somebody who aspires to maybe develop games, you don't really think too difficult or think too deeply about like the mechanics or what goes into how a game is made. But now there are so many things that I have to think of. My brain, whenever I'm doing game development, is like constantly overtime. Yeah. I highly recommend doing side projects. Yay! Oh, I've tweeted Rue at you. Okay, I'm gonna go look right now. I enjoy any and all cat pictures. Oh, so cute! Oh, you also have a fountain for your kitty cat. I also have a fountain for my kitty cat. My cats are so flippin' spoiled. One of them only likes specifically running tap water, and the other one specifically only likes still bottled water from Walmart. So I have to have 2 watering holes, one for one cat and one for the other cat, because both of them are picky about which kind of water they're gonna drink. Game dev, yeah, I'm gonna be a game dev. We'll see. I feel like I can't properly call myself a game dev until I actually release a game. Okay, so here's the part where people usually call me insane and look at me funny. I'm not working on 1 game. I'm actually working on 4. Is that too much? But here's the thing. I'm working on 4 different games. So I'm working and planning. Yeah, I don't know how this happened. I was like, oh, I would love to do or play this kind of game. At my core, all of the games I'm developing are just games that I wish would exist, that I want to play, but nobody has made them, so I have to make them myself. So one of them is going to be a princess maker type game, a daughter raising sim like Volcano Princess or Princess Maker. Some like also sort of similar related games in that genre. I guess Needy Stream or Overload would probably count because it's like a stat raising, girl raising game. Yes, one of them is an otome game. I have to make my bread and butter. So yes, one of them is an otome game. It's going to be an otome game aimed at my people who like super cozy, sort of like old lady dates. So like if you think a date at the library, at the museum, at the antique store sound like fun ideas for dates, at the bookstore, if those sound like fun ideas for dates for you, that is who I am trying to appeal to, because those are fun date ideas for me. So that's kind of the core of that one. The other one, the third one I'm making, is a bathhouse simulator that's kind of like Diner Dash, but instead of delivering like food and stuff, you are kind of like, you know, preparing these baths, delivering bath materials. It's supposed to be like Diner Dash meets Spirited Away. And then the last one that I would like to make, I think is this my first game? No. So the first idea that I had ever was the bathhouse one. And then the second idea I had is a side-scrolling, just like a story game, where you like, I wouldn't call it Katamari inspired, because I think I thought of the idea before I played Katamari. But it's like the constellations in the sky have escaped the tyranny of the person who's ruling the sky, and they don't want to come back. So you play two characters who will bring them back, essentially. Yeah. If you need 𝑙𝑜𝑎𝑑𝑖𝑖𝑡𝑎 beta testers, let me... Okay, I'll let you know. I'll probably put out some kind of like form if anybody is interested in beta testing. But let's not get ahead of ourselves here. The beta testing probably will not be for like years. Because after doing all the planning for my otome game, it's probably going to be the most costly to make, just because otome games or visual novels in general are a lot of illustrations, a lot of like full illustrations, full colored with background illustrations, and those are not cheap to commission. I don't believe in my own art skills strongly enough to draw it myself, so it would have to be something that I outsourced to a different artist, and you know, that's probably where the bulk of the investment is going to go into. I don't want to use Kickstarter. I've personally been burned by Kickstarter a little too many times in order to feel super good about putting my own stuff on Kickstarter. So I literally would just, I think, try and pay for it out of my own pocket, and then just release it for a price that I hope is fair, and then just hope that, you know, people like it. Because that's like the end of the day. You know, I'm making these games because I want to play them. Not because I want to make a whole bunch of money or whatever. Yeah. So I have a coworker who actually owns a game dev studio, runs a studio. I don't know. He's the CEO. And I asked him. Well, he asked me, like, you know, what game are you working on? I was just like, oh, I'm working on 4. And he said, 4? Like that, just like louder too. And I was like, oh, is that unreasonable? Apparently it is. Apparently most game devs only work on 1 at a time. But in my defense, I tried. Okay, I like started out working on 1, and I was just like, well, but I have some really good ideas for one of the other ones that was like marinating in the back of my head, and like I don't want to forget anything, you know, while I'm working on something else. So let me write everything down as I remember them or as I think of them, just so I have the information there. And then it kind of ballooned out of proportion, and I ended up just working on all of them. Yeah. It's okay. I've been I think I've been better about like not burning myself out. So basically, like, part of the reason I was like, I want to work on multiple at the same time was because I'm like, well, if I get tired of like trying to think of solutions for one, I can go over to this other one and like try and think of solutions for that one instead, rather than, you know, getting sick of this one that I'm looking at and then, you know, losing my steam for it. So Kickstarter. Oh, hey! It's you! Everybody say hi! You're here! Kickstarter is better as a marketing campaign. I don't want to use it. I don't want to ask for money. Speaking of game development, here's my coworker. Everybody say hello. Here's my coworker! Yeah, that's a lot. Have you considered not being insane? I have a lot of interests. And thus, all of my interests need to be represented equally, which means I constantly move from one thing to another. I'm gonna be real, I didn't think any of my coworkers watched my streams. Personally, I don't recommend it. Some of the shit I say here is out of pocket. Like, even more out of pocket than the things I say at work. That's funny. Because there was one time, this is funny. There was one time, I think one of them, two of them, tried watching one of my ASMR streams. Don't do that one. That one is strange. That one is weird. Does 7-foot tall Fiona reach the high bookshelves without the ladder or no? I don't need a ladder, but the bookshelves at the library aren't actually that tall. They're meant to be accessible. The only ones that are super tall are the ones in a very specific department. And they have step stools. And like, I don't go over to that department. That department got nothing to offer me. So we're all just simple people here. Yeah, all of the bookshelves at the library I work at are, I don't think any of them are higher than 5 feet. Because they're shorter than I am. Yeah, they're supposed to be accessible. So, you know, none of them are very tall. Wheelchair accessible? Yeah, I believe so. I would not say that my current, like, department or branch even is, like, very wheelchair accessible. Some of the places, like, some of those doors are, like, not very friendly. But, you know, I didn't design the building. It's not my fault. I swear I've seen library shelves taller than that. A lot of library shelves are taller than that. Like, the ones at my, my first university had shelves that were super tall. Probably at least, like, 8 feet. But the ones, you know, the ones at my local library are not that tall. Have they ever been that tall? I don't think so. I think my local library, their shelves have always been short. Ugh, it's been so hot! I'm hot all the time. Do I have anything else to talk about? I don't think so. Besides my insanity? I don't think so. Oh, I guess I did say... Well, I covered my depression already, so there's that. Are you funky? Are you winning today? I'm winning. I would say that I'm winning. What did I do today? Oh, that's what I did today. That's what I did today. First, I woke up and I watched my Oshi's 3D concert. And I gotta watch him dance. Okay, Lee. He was fine. And then after that, what did I do? Oh, I have to show you guys some pictures too. And then after watching my Oshi... Oh, and then after watching my Oshi do his concert, I think I... Did I play a game? I think I played a game for a little bit. Oh, that's right! I started playing Tears of Themis, which is like the MiHoYo version of Love in Deep Space, except Tears of Themis came first! I feel very passionate about this. There are so many people who play Love in Deep Space who didn't want to give Tears of Themis like a chance, so I'm salty about it forever. Also, like 3D models kind of give me the Uncanny Valley vibes, and I have face blindness, and they're all very same-facey, so that's part of why I can't play LADs extensively. Yeah, I returned to that game, and then I got a card I wanted on my very first 10 roll, which is crazy. I put away the clean dishes. I didn't do the dishes, because I put away the clean dishes, and then my mom did the dishes. Did I do anything else productive today? Oh, that's right! I mixed music for like 3 hours. I don't know, gang. I'm like trying this music mixing thing, and I feel like I just futz around with it for like hours. And it has sounds. And I don't really know how much else I can improve it. It just has sounds. Okay, turning this dial makes it have like different sounds, but I don't know if they're better sounds or worse sounds. They're just sounds. So I feel like I'm at an impasse. An impasse? Yeah. We'll see. Maybe because like with all art things, you kind of have to step away from it and then come back later and hopefully maybe it's better. But I literally work on mixing this song every single week. Oh, that's right! There was another thing that happened to me today. I can't tell you guys what exactly, but I got invited to something very exciting. I really can't tell you too much. But it's something that I think everybody will be excited to see whenever it comes to fruition. Oh wait, several nice things have happened to me today. Yeah. I got invited to how can I word this like vaguely enough. I got invited, I guess, like as a consultant to a really fun group project. Yeah, how about that? I got invited as a consultant to a very fun group project. Is it VTuber invited or personal invited? It's VTuber invited. I will be involved in a very fun group project. Yeah, you guys will hopefully get to see it soon. Hopefully I can make some good contributions and have some good ideas. But I'm really excited. I'm very excited. I'm like wringing my hands. I'm so excited. I can't tell you any more than that. It's killing me. The other good thing that happened to me today was I got to hear basically the full instrumental for my original song. It sounds so good. I don't know how to describe it. It's just fun. It's really fun, and it's really cool sounding and really, really epic. It sounds super epic. I can't even describe it to you because I don't want to spoil anything. I want you to be completely surprised and blown away. The age-old desire to leak. I know! I want to spill the beans so bad. I can't. It'll be better for you guys. You'll have more fun if I don't spill the beans now. Truly, I believe that. Yeah. It sounds really fun. So like I had like my friends give their opinion, like, does this fit me? Do you, like, what do you think it's like reminiscent of? And somebody said that it sounds like a Genshin track, and honestly that's great. That's awesome because I love Genshin music. If I had to describe it, I feel like it sounds like a Genshin boss fight. And not even like any of the other Hoyo games. It very specifically sounds like a Genshin boss fight. So, I hope you are excited. I got too excited. I got too excited. Shit. Does it have a tentative release date yet? I'm going to aim for my birthday. So I'm going to aim for September 23. What day of the week is that? September 23. It's a Tuesday. It's a random Tuesday. Okay, that's fine. I'm so excited. Breathing was tossed out the window. Honestly, actually, this is something that Rita brought up again. When we were at Offkai, Rita was like, hey, in the middle of the night, you sit up real fast and then start coughing like you're having an asthma attack. Are you okay? And I was just like, oh, babe, what do you mean? That happened the last time that we slept together. And she was like, what? I don't remember. What? That happened? I was like, yeah, and you said the exact same thing last time. You said the next morning after I had my coughing fit, you said, hey, you started coughing a lot in the middle of the night. Are you okay? She literally said that. And then at Offkai, it happened again. So the first time it happened, we were in bunk beds. So she didn't see me sit up, but this time we were just sharing a normal king bed. So she saw me, or she felt me, or whatever, sit up abruptly and then start coughing. Are you okay? I don't know. Okay, frankly, I have no idea. Because like the thing is, this has been happening to me for as long as I can remember. Probably at least since I was a teenager. I don't think that it happened to me as a child, but I do remember this happening to me constantly, like as a teenager and in university. And it's not that I don't know if it's that I don't know how to describe the feeling. I think I have described it to you guys before. It just really feels like my like throat is super itchy, and I can kind of like tell. I basically wake myself up by swallowing over and over again because like my throat is so itchy and I'm trying to get rid of it. But unfortunately, that doesn't do anything. So in order for my throat to be relieved, I basically have to like just cough it out. Just cough it out. Interesting how that hasn't been looked into. Listen, literally every single time I go to the doctor, they ask me, is anything wrong? I forget everything that's ever happened to me. Dry air maybe? Or is it phlegm? I'm actually wondering if, do you think a humidifier would help? Cause like, at first I thought it might have been like my cats are sleeping too much on my pillow and they're putting like fur on my pillow and then I'm inhaling it in the middle of the night and it's irritating my throat. But if that's the case, why does it even happen when I'm not at home? Because it happened when I was on vacation with Rena both times. It's not phlegm, because it is dry. Yeah, there's nothing in there. It just feels so dry and so itchy. And I'm not... Is it possibly because I'm a mouth breather? It's not that my nose is stuffed when I'm sleeping. My mouth just, like, falls open when I'm sleeping. And it's just open. Could that be why? But I feel like anytime I wake up doing the coughing thing, my mouth is not open. My mouth isn't dry. It's just my throat. The only time I've ever had that issue is a side effect of medication. Maybe it would be good to take notes for the next time you visit the doctor. No! I guess I'll write it down in my phone somewhere. Isn't that the cause of snoring too? As far as I'm aware, I don't snore. So I'm not sure. Sounds like you need to make a list and actually see a sleep doctor. I'm wondering. I don't think I have any problems sleeping though. I still tell doctors about my broken arm from 20 years ago. I keep giving them too much information. I mean, especially because, like, if you've changed doctors in your life, they're not going to know your life story. They're not going to know your medical history. My medical history is pretty spotless, though. Like, I had minor surgery on an eye growth in, Jesus, 2007 or 2008. And, like, that's it. I have no allergies. I have no medication. There's nothing in my medical history. Time to set a reminder on your phone. I have a Discord channel that's basically, like, my notes to myself. So, I guess I'll write it down there. Ask about coughing fits. Every time I see a doctor, it's a new one because army. Well, you're gonna be free soon, right? And then you can have your primary care physician, your PCP. Consult your primary care physician. Did I say position? Your primary care physician. Assume the primary care physician. That's a completely different era, yeah. I was super young. I was literally like, oh, wait. It was earlier than that. I think it was in 2004 or 2003. Yeah, actually, it was more far away than that. I mean, I got my blood taken. What? I got my blood taken like this week. And then I got my results back and it was just like, you're dehydrated. Okay, understandable. You're dehydrated and your cholesterol's high. And I was like, okay, there's nothing I can do about it at this point because my cholesterol goes up by like 5 or 6 points every single year. That's more than 20 years ago? Yeah! I mean, if you've only had like one surgery in your life, even if it was minor surgery, you would remember, right? That's all in my medical history. Oh, wait. Doesn't getting your wisdom teeth out count as surgery too? Doesn't that count as surgery? So in that case, I have had other surgery. I've had minor surgery on my eye and I've gotten my wisdom teeth out. So I've had 2 surgeries in my life. I forgot that wisdom teeth technically count. It's just such a normal one. It's such a non-surgery. Hi! Nani-sone! What are you doing? Is life worth living? Did you answer my question? Is life worth living? I can't even, my internet is not, I can't even access the page that lets me see if you put a message in it. Thank you. 本当にありがとうございます. I'll go check right now. Okay, it's loading. It's slowly. Oh, this is for the ultimate keyword. That's crazy because I literally found an artist today that I was just like, I wonder if I could ask them to do the art for my game. But like, they're like I wouldn't say they're not a famous artist, right? They're not like a super huge artist. They don't even have 100. They don't even have 1,000 followers on Twitter. I was like, wouldn't it be really, really overwhelming if you're like this young new artist and this person like approached you and was like, hey, can you draw like 25 illustrations for me? I think I would cry. I think I would cry. So I'm nervous about approaching them. Also because like, so whenever you make a game, you have to make a game design document, a GDD. And that has literally every single detail about how your game is going to be made, from the mechanics to the gameplay, to the UI, to the characters, to everything. Literally, it's like the Bible. It's the Bible dictionary, everything for your game. But mine is not done yet, so I need to finish that first before I can even think about visual assets. Thank you. Or for a doctor's visit now. Thank you. I haven't gone to the doctor in a really long time. I'm sorry. I think the last time I went to the doctor was I don't go yearly because nothing's wrong with me, and I get a free blood test every year from my job. So if the blood test is like, oh, your cholesterol's just a little higher than last year, and no other notes, like I don't really see the need to go every year, because literally in the past years where I just went, I would literally just go in and be like, oh, is there anything you want to talk about? Oh no, I'm good. Okay, you're good to go. Like, so the last time I visited the doctor was probably in like 2019. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I should ask about my coughing. Perhaps. But like, what if it's okay, here's my number one fear. I'm gonna go to the doctor. I'm gonna ask about my coughing or anything else, whatever, and they're just gonna be like, oh, you know, that's just part of getting older. And then I will have gone for nothing! I'm scared. I don't want to waste my time or their time just for them to tell me. Do you think Google will solve my problem? Hold on. Waking up coughing in the middle of the night. Throat itchy. Can somebody on Google cure me? Went to the doctor last week for the examination. Every problem I told about, they were like, what the fuck? That's not normal. Oh. Please don't Google. Okay, I guess I have to ask the doctor about it. It's so weird because like it would be an easy fix if it felt like it was allergies, but it's like I feel like allergies make me congested and like phlegmy and like gunky, but that's not how it feels when I start coughing randomly in the middle of the night. Are regular checkups included in your insurance? That's a great question. That's a great question. My insurance has changed. Let's see. I think my insurance has changed like 3 times since 2019, something like that. So at some point I was just like, well, I don't really feel like I need to go to the doctor. I'm just not gonna check what my benefits are anymore. Fine, I'll make a note to myself. I'll make a note to myself if it'll make you guys feel better. All right, I'll write it down. I'll write it down in my notes to self. Oh, that's right. Here are the pictures I gotta show you too. Oh wait, I already saved them, I think. Oh yes, I did. Let me get the pictures I have to show you. Okay. Okay, first and foremost, check if insurance covers checkup. Second, ask a doctor about them coughing fits. Okay. I got it. No Google. Yeah, no Google and no AI. I'm like, it's so exhausting to be the anti-AI person at work. It's so exhausting because it's so entrenched in so much work culture at this point. Oh, you don't want to write an email? Have ChatGPT write it. Oh, you don't want to, you don't want to compose an outline? Have ChatGPT do it. I'm like, bro, just use your brain. Use it or lose it. You're going to get Alzheimer's at 40 years old, and then it's going to be a you problem and an everyone around you problem. U.S. insurance was a huge culture shock when I moved from Canada. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry that you had to go through the changing of insurance culture. It will make me feel better. Okay, I wrote it down in my notes to self channel. I'm literally working on an AI project where I mean, like, you gotta do what you gotta do to live. All work has dignity unless it's work that hurts other people, I think. I don't like it. Like, here's the thing. Like, I'm okay with most AI. Like, spell check is AI. Noise removal is technically, like, noise removal from, like, audio tracks and stuff, that's like AI. That's just like learning. The AI I can't get behind is AI that steals from people without their consent, and AI that is using up extra resources when, you know, other types of like ways to get your work done would use less resources. So those are the two. Like, if they address both of those things, I'm on board. That's fine. But until that time, I will be, unfortunately, a very vocal anti. And it's so exhausting being the anti at work, because I always feel like I'm nagging, but it's just like, well, I can't respect you. I can't respect you if this is the kind of stuff that you do. My company told us to have ChatGPT make our yearly. How is ChatGPT going to even know what to talk about? It doesn't know you guys on a personal basis. Even if it pretends it does, it's just spouting pretty words at you. It's crazy. Let's not talk about it too much, because I'm going to get super angry and heated, and, and then it's going to be a whole thing. Okay, there's my note to myself. There's my note to myself. Is there anything else that I had to update you guys with? I don't think so. I'm still looking at this picture of Rue. Rue looks kind of chunky, huh? He's a little chunky guy. He's got rolls. They chat on my GPT until I crash out. Yeah, that's me. I'm the crash out part. There are a lot of things that I think AI can streamline, but like literally coming up with ideas for you, I don't believe is one of them. You can do it yourself. You can come up with ideas. Believe in your brain. Your brain is probably the most impressive thing in all of the universe. What is the word that neuroplasticity? Neuroplasticity! That's right. The brain is so flexible and cool. It can do lots of things. Let it do things. One of my artists thanked me because I kept using the work because they were afraid of being replaced by a... Yeah! Like, and like, I guess at your core, if you're a humanist, if you believe in the skills and you believe in the vision of humans, which you should, because it's kind of a miracle that we exist at all. Considering, like, you know, the rest of the universe is super fucking empty. Value yourselves and your work a little bit more. I like using it to extract a column from a copy-pasted table. See, like, yeah, like, just like minor stuff like that, I think is fine. Just don't let it come up with ideas for you. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm an artist. I went to art school, so I'm sure you can already know my feelings on it. I think that the unfortunate reality is a lot of people don't have that same respect for art that they have for, like, writing and music. I feel like there's also a lot of generated music and generated writing that's been pulled from, like, obviously sources unknown. But since it's not, like, you know, pictures, and writing can't really be traced back to somebody directly, I feel like people are more lenient about it, which is kind of sad, because, like, writers and musicians deserve to be protected too. Not to mention, I think it's all trash! It is trash! Garbage! Rue's very chonky. I should get a photo of him laying on his side. How much does he weigh? Mojo is like a cool almost 9 pounds. He's a little guy, but, like, you know, he's super old and he has, like, every disease. So, and then Teddy is like a cool almost 13 pounds. But, like, he's super fluffy. He's super fluffy. Like, if you bathe him, he doesn't look like he's particularly big. He's just really fluffy. Very fluffy, dense fur. Like a bear. Please, I'm only just gaining confidence in my singing. Don't let them replace me. It's okay. At the end of the day, just sing for yourself. Because, like, honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. Sometimes I'm mixing my own voice, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not actually that good a singer. I'm not really anything to write home about. But I think the part that matters most is that I enjoy doing it. So if I enjoy doing it, hopefully, you know, somebody out there will enjoy listening to it. Whether it's one person or whether it's 100 people or even any more than that, that's fine with me. It is getting hard to filter. I know, literally, I'm like looking for like pictures on Google and I'm like, oh my God, this is all just generated slop. I need a real reference. I need something correct. I have no idea how much Rue weighs since I don't live at home anymore. Do you have a scale in your house? Usually what I would do is I would pick my cat up and then weigh myself holding them and then put them down and weigh myself not holding them and just subtract the difference. I sang for hours on the way here and my throat is a little... Oh, you're just like me, huh? I sing in the car. Like whenever I'm like, oh... if I have a commute where I'm gonna be in there for a hot second, I be singing. That's my voice practice every single day in the car, going to work, coming from work. Or the neural nets that detect whether something is AI generated. There are, I think, like websites that like say they can do that, but I don't know how accurate they are. Just glaze everything. I feel like I had something else that I was going to tell you, and now I got off on a tangent, and now I don't remember what it was. Will somebody remind me, please? Somebody remind me what I was thinking about, please! Thank you! Oh! I remember now. I was going to show you guys. So I was almost... Okay. Here's the funny story. I have been ready to stream since like noon. I've been ready to stream since like 8 hours ago. Hi, welcome! I've been ready to stream since like noon. However, my stepdad was all in the basement with stuff everywhere, building a gym. Building a whole ass gym in our basement, and was literally doing it from this morning until like 30 minutes before I started this stream. So, I mean, I started on time technically because my waiting room said it was going to start at the time it started, and I was able to start at the time I started, but boy, it was close. We were cutting it close. So, I will show you the pictures of my stepdad's handiwork now. Hold on, let me find it. Oh, it's this one, right? Okay. Yeah. Let me show you what my basement looks like right now. This is why I wanted to do the gaming setup and not the chatting setup, because the chatting setup doesn't give me any room for show and tell. Whoa, what the heck? Why is it... What is going on here? Oh, it's cropped weird. Okay. Oh, wait. Let me make it bigger. Take a gander. Boom. Look at all these heavy ass... What are these? Weights? Dumbbell? What's the difference between a dumbbell and a barbell? Heavy. I can't... I literally tried lifting one of the ones on the middle shelf. And I could not do it. Barbells are on bars. So this is a dumbbell? Dumbbells are handheld, thank you! Okay, yeah, so there's like the dumbbell setup. Let me find the rest of it. No, it is legitimately a gym. It's a real gym, an actual gym. Like, what the fuck, dude? I just come downstairs one day and the basement looks like this. What is this? So much for my cozy gamer basement. I don't really care because it means I can use this. So, like, okay, this medieval torture device on the right hand side is a leg press, I think. Because look, there's a little seat. There's a little seat. My stepdad is like 6'4", 6'4", 6'5". He's mega tall and he's mega buff. So, yeah, so there's the leg. I will literally, I think he's been working on the leg press all day. So there's the leg press on the right hand side over there, and then there's like the I don't even know what this is. Hold on. Oh, that's the wrong button. That's the wrong button too. Here's the right button. This next machine right here. Okay, that one, that's a weight bench, obviously, but it's got all this weird stuff on the top that you can also, like, I guess you can do pull-ups, and you can, like, pull stuff. How much does stepdad bench? I don't know. I don't know. He's just he's a very fit, tall, muscular man who drinks protein shakes and takes testosterone. Well, he doesn't take testosterone for like I would say like bodybuilding reasons. He actually takes them for medical reasons because his body doesn't make enough or something like that. I don't know the details. And then right there, you can kind of see my mom's trampoline is on its side for some reason. I don't know. Where are they even gonna put that thing? So my mom's trampoline is right there. Her little trampoline. She just like runs on it. And then in the far corner, we got our elliptical machine. And I was just like, I'm all for this gym, but like, can I put my Dance Dance Revolution setup somewhere here, please? It kind of fits the theme. So I'm kind of wondering if I'll put it on the other side of the dumbbells. And then I'll put a TV in front of it, and then people can watch TV while they can't watch TV because we don't pay for cable. They can watch something. They can watch YouTube on the TV, hopefully. Yeah, so there's my basement. There's my gym. I think maybe like starting, I don't know if this weekend. My mom told me the gym would be done this weekend. Maybe starting this weekend, I can work out. I can lower my cholesterol. I think the first thing that I want to do is honestly just like, I need to do some sit-ups because my tummy is a little squishy. And I need to do some pull-ups or some weights because my arms are kind of flabby. Those are my goals. I have no other goals when it comes to gym. It's a cable machine. You can do a lot with them. Okay, I'm assuming, yeah, because my stepdad is like, he's a fitness buff. He's a fitness nutrition buff guy. Like, he literally, he eats like fucking Gaston. It's all protein. No sugar. Barely any carbs. On occasion, he'll have a little ice cream, but it's all like ground beef, eggs, ground beef, eggs. So you can probably imagine the type of person he is now. Yeah, I wanna be able to put my DDR spot out there because it counts as exercise. Unfortunately, I don't know where my Wii Fit board is anymore, but I think any other yoga that I would do would be more helpful than that probably. Buff Fiona, I don't necessarily need to be buff. I just want to address some issues that I have with my own body. My tummy is too squishy. My arms are too squishy. Protein shakes are icky. I kind of like them actually, which is interesting because I was force-fed them as a kid because I was super picky and I wouldn't eat a lot of meat. So my mom was like, you're not getting a well-rounded nutrition. So I had to drink like those meal replacement drinks and protein powder stuff. But I've kind of grown to like them now. I love going to Smoothie King, man. Protein powder with some chocolate and some dates and some almonds and a banana. That's all good. Oh, really? They're not good for reducing belly fat? How do I get rid of my chubby? How do I get rid of it? It's bothering me. Not Soylent. Soylent Green. How do I get rid of my tummy? It bothers me whenever I wear tight clothing. But I don't know, I guess. Maybe some people like that. I could just not wear tight clothing. Thinking about what my wardrobe looks like right now. I think most of my clothing is kind of tight clothing. Yeah. Damn it. I have like no... Even the ones that are loose at the bottom are tight at the top. There's no way for me to hide my tummy. Is there anything else I had to tell you? I don't think there was anything else I needed to update you with. Oh! Yes, there was. I'm constantly forgetting all the things that I need to talk about. Stomach fat is heavily swayed by dietary management. No! I thought that if you exercised, you could still eat whatever you want. It's all my carbs then. I love carbs. I love bread. And I love noodles. Also, they're so cheap. Eating like a keto diet that's like vegetables and like meat's so expensive. My mom is constantly asking me, how come you don't have any protein with your pasta? And I'm like, Mom, shrimp is expensive. Protein is expensive. And thus, I still have to pay for my plumber on what is it, Monday? Yeah, still have to pay for the plumber to fix my shower. Nudes are life. I love noodles. I love pasta. I love dairy. But honestly, like if I could cut down on carbs, it would probably be better for my cholesterol. But at this point, I'm kind of just like, my mom said it's genetics. So even if I do improve my diet, what if my genetics just fuck me over anyway? Then what's the point of trying? I don't care. I want to eat what I want. I love noodles. Sucks. I'll try harder though. First step is gonna be exercising, and then I also need to go see a doctor, and then maybe we'll think about my diet. Cause all the food that's like good for you is like expensive. Like, what is it? I guess fish oil? Fish isn't terrible, but like all the fish that's canned is so full of salt. So then, even though it's supposed to be good for me, all that salt can't be good for me either. But then, like, you know, good healthy stuff like soy, avocado, that's expensive. Noodles are so cheap. I can eat for less than $1. Isn't diet die with a T? Dying with a T. Peanut butter is cheap and good for you. Oh no. Oh no. Jace. I don't like peanut butter. My mom keeps offering me cashews. She's like, I have some cashews in the pantry. Eat those for your protein. I'm like, Mom, I don't want cashews. And she said, you don't have to eat it with your pasta. Just eat it on its own. I'm like, no, Mom. I don't like cashews at all. And then she was like, ugh. And then she walked away. That was literally today. I just take fish oil supplements to get fish oil. Uh-huh. I could. I guess I should. Living. See? Again. Okay, we've come back to the stream question. Is life worth living? Is it? Is it really living? If all I'm doing is suffering, working, suffering again, depression, suicidal thoughts, cholesterol go up, coughing in the middle of... Is life worth living? I'm being facetious. Life is worth living. This is not an anti-life TED Talk. I'm just saying it's really hard to live. Have you ever had cashews in Chinese food? I don't know if I have. I feel like if there was a food that like specified it was like had cashews in it, I would just avoid it. I don't like how it tastes. It's such a strange... Is it too nutty? Cashews have such a strange taste, which is like interesting because I like basically any other nut. All other nuts are valid. Pistachios, good, great. Well, actually no, the only not valid nuts are corn nuts. Corn nuts are not valid. Pistachios good, almonds good, pecans good, walnuts amazing, yum. Peanuts are just fine. I just don't like peanut butter. But cashews, and they're always the biggest one too. In the mixed nuts bin, there's always so many cashews. Cashews Cashew milk is fine. However, it would be my last choice. Almond milk is good. Soy milk is my first choice. Life is worth living for otome games. Yeah, you're right. I have so many otome games I haven't played. I think my backlog is super long. So I guess I should play them. I have to play otome games and read shoujo manga. And then tell other people to play otome games and read shoujo manga. And that will make my life worth living. I mean, you know how I was mentioning that I started doing things that I don't usually do? I started volunteering. Also, more regularly. I used to, like, you know, I would volunteer like every now and then. But I started volunteering regularly for a cat rescue. So there's that. My life is worth living to take care of cats. Life is worth living, but I do battle often with depressive yeah, it is super rough out here. Especially like I don't want to. I'm not gonna say anything further than this, but like, I look at the state of my country and I feel really hopeless, really sad and hopeless. Yeah, things are expensive. That's why I have to stick to like cheap food, like noodles and carbs, which are very filling, but like not super expensive, but apparently not good for my body. One meal for me costs like $20. Oh my god, I'm sorry. You gotta eat better. That's sad. I feel like it doesn't cost $20 to feed me, but I am kind of picky, so there's some stuff that I just will not touch. Like, you know, everyone is like, "Oh, a good cheap meal is bean." Do not come to me with beans. The only beans I will tolerate are soybeans. Not a fan of nuts personally. Yeah, I like all of them, just not cashews. Soy milk makes my mouth feel funny. I think you might be allergic because it's not supposed to do that. If you eat something and it makes you feel funny, I don't think you're supposed to do that. The only thing that you should feel funny after eating or drinking would be alcohol. Everything else is a no. Doing only what you can do and what you want to do makes life more breathable. I'm trying! I'm trying! Yeah, I'm trying. I guess, like, since I've brought up brought up doing, like, all kinds of new things, I'm thinking that I possibly want to do regular karaoke streams on this channel for a bit, and I mentioned before that I would probably be splitting off my gameplay into a different channel, and some of you were like, will you tell us what it is? And I have decided today I will tell you what it is. So, fear not. I will just use this channel for voice work and for music, and then all of my unhinged otome game thoughts are going to go on a side account where, you know, I was gonna say where cool people don't follow me, but I'm thinking about it. Cool people absolutely do follow me on my side account, so it's a lost cause at that point. There's nothing I can do about it. I just have to live my cringe life. The volunteering is, yeah. So if you want to, yeah. I love volunteering for the cat rescue. It's so dangerous though as a cat lover because like I want to take them all home. I feel so sad, especially for the cats that have been there for a little bit, or the cats that are like senior citizens and probably aren't going to get adopted. I'm like, oh my god, I need to take you home. I feel so bad. Yes, I have definitely cut down on my eating out. I have definitely cut down on eating out, for sure. I think I stopped eating out like regularly probably starting in like May or something like that. So that definitely helps a lot. It just, you know, sometimes you're tired or sometimes you had a bad day and, you know, cooking isn't always perfect. So if you had a bad day and then you take like an hour to cook and like it doesn't turn out the way you want it, or, you know, you find out you're out of a vital ingredient at the very end, it's really, really, really demotivating. So sometimes it's just easier to treat yourself. But yeah, I've been trying to cook more at home, which is why you guys like saw me. I posted my ramen. I posted my ramen the other week. Other week? Was it last week? I was proud of that ramen because it was not only was it like cheap, but it was also yummy and probably healthier. What else? I've been no steak and potatoes lately though, because steak is expensive. But ramen is okay. What else? Pasta. Although the pasta I made the other day wasn't good for my tummy, so. Is there any ASMR content planned, or is that on hold for now? I still have scripts that I want to perform, but it's a matter of finding the time to do them. When can I fit them in? Because right now, basically, like, a lot of my offline, like, computer time is basically spent mixing. Every time I get on the computer every weekend, I just mix for, like, 3 or 4 hours or more sometimes. And then that's basically it. I don't have a kitchen in my barracks. Aw, that's sad. Well, again, soon you will be free then, right? And then you can cook. Apples make my mouth feel funny, but smoothies containing apples are fine? That's weird! Because it's like... It can't even be like specifically the skin or specifically the insides, because I'm pretty sure when they make smoothies... they don't discriminate. They're not gonna peel your apple before they blend it. Be cringe, be free. Cat lady arc? Both. Both! Speaking of my cringe arc, yeah. Gameplay stuff is gonna be on a separate channel, and then music is gonna be here. Karaoke will still be here. Voice scenarios and stuff will still be here. Basically, like, the embarrassing stuff. I don't know. I guess ASMR could be considered embarrassing. But the embarrassing, like, cringe fangirl stuff will probably go on my side account. I've been tweeting a lot about my Oshi on Twitter, on my main Twitter. I should really stop doing that. But, like, I can't yet. My side account is currently in the middle of being rebranded. It's currently being cooked. It's currently cooking? It's cooking. It's being cooking. I don't want to say it's being cooked, because when something is cooked, it means it's over. It's not over. I don't know. It's currently under construction and is not ready for me to use yet. Therefore, if I want to brain rot post about my Oshi's 3D debut, I gotta do it on this account. Oh, that's another thing. My other account is also going to have... my side account is also going to have drawing streams. But they will probably be on Twitch, I believe. Yeah. Whenever I stream on my side account, it's probably going to be on Twitch. Just because, like, I think my my art community... it's easier to connect with other artists through the Twitch streaming than through, like, YouTube streaming. Yes, more drawing streams! Yeah, we're gonna be drawing. So, like, you know, I said I was working on, like, 4 different games. I gotta design the character. Like, so, all of the characters, sans, like, maybe a handful, all of the characters, like, most of the casts are already designed. For like, just the basic part. Like, I basically have their faces, their, like, vibe, and, like, their hairstyles. Of course, I don't have their clothing yet, because I need to do some more research. So... when we do end up doing drawing streams, that's probably what I'm going to be working on. I can design the characters, but I can't illustrate them myself, or else I'm never going to be able to play my own game without thinking, oh my god, the art looks awful. 6 months worth of working and finishing all of my out-processing stuff before I get to my freedom cringe arc. Yay! We're all going to our freedom cringe arc, right? You may say cringe, but I enjoy the content, even if it is a bit embarrassing. Gang? Okay. All right, hold on. Let me go see if I can find some of my super old, like, some of my super old, like, cringe clips. Do I have clips of my old self? There was one clip of me. I'm pretty sure this is the reason why Jubyphonic followed me the first time. There was one clip of me that was, like, circulating around Twitter where I was playing Genshin Impact. And I was going through the main story, and Zhongli showed up, and I screamed so fucking loud and so fucking long that apparently people thought it was hilarious. And just, like, put put the clip of it, like clipped it, and it went, and I posted it on YouTube, or not YouTube. I posted it on Twitter, and a bunch of people saw it, and a bunch of people were like, "You're so real for this." And then a bunch of people followed me. And I don't know why. I was just screaming. What else? Oh, there was another clip where I was playing Aquarium Simulator. And so in Aquarium Simulator, you're like an aquarium designer. And then you can take jobs of people who are like, "Oh, I would like an aquarium, please. Here are my specifications." And then you take the job and then you decorate the aquarium for them. Kind of like, I guess like House Flipper kind of has a similar like job system. So there was this one job and the person was like, "Hey, I went on vacation and I came back and all 5 of my fish were dead. Could you please handle that?" And I was like, "Oh, I guess this person just needs a new aquarium and some new fish. Okay, that I got it." So I take the job and then I load in and all of the dead fish are still fucking in the tank, and I scream because I didn't expect to have to pull dead fish out of the tank. I thought I was just replacing stuff that was in the tank. You know, I didn't think I would have to do cleanup duty too. So I scream, but this is when I have like a different microphone. And the microphone settings are probably not properly corrected. And my microphone like peaks out and glitches. And it sounds even worse. Man, I deleted all my tweets. I don't know if I have that clip. Is it in here? Okay, there's the clips. Oh! Wait. Oh no, these are all clips of Mimi. No, these are not. These are Fiona clips. Damn. I thought I had a different... Was it in here? Oh, wait. I have multiple VOD folders. Retro games streaming arc on the way. I'm about to live that life too. I need to hook up my PlayStation 2 and play Tonelico. Tonerico? Yeah. Tonelico. It's like this old PlayStation 2 game. It was basically like the first game I'd ever heard of that used the concept of song magic. What is it? Stella Glow did it too on the DS. But Tonelico was like the first one that I heard of where they were like, "Oh yeah, the girls cast magic by singing songs." And I was like, thank God, that's awesome. That sounds like something that's right up my alley. And it's been like, you know, something I've been meaning to finally play forever. Okay, I don't think I have any clips. I think these are all literally... all the full videos. I have what is this? I have a clip here that's literally just titled "Tit." What is this? I will emanate your teachings by not linking this account to stream account so I can keep Oshi posting but not on main. Correct. That's the correct thing to do, honestly. Like, I don't know though. I feel like it can be a very touchy line to hover on. Like, some people will be like, "Oh, this person is a VTuber, but they're posting about another VTuber. They're just looking for clout." But, like, I think a lot of VTubers were VTuber fans first and foremost before they were VTubers. Which is also why I'm like, I don't want to discourage it, but I could understand. I guess you should probably keep in mind what your goals are as far as like possibly being picked up by a company, because obviously like if you want to be considered for like a company, then maybe you should post with a little bit more sensitivities to that sort of stuff. Why do I have this? No, I don't want to click on Fall Guys first time. I want to see this. Why is this clip just called "Tit"? Is there boobs in it? I want to see them. Wait, quiet. Why is this clip just called "Tit"? Hold on. Wait, if I play this, can you guys hear it? Oh, I see. Okay. I understand now. It was an old joke. If I Yoshi post on main, everyone will know because it's you and Rena. That's fine. I mean, you can also be like vague. I feel like for like a hot second there, I was pretty vague about like my Oshi. I referred to my Oshi as like them, right? So you wouldn't have any idea who I could possibly be referring to. But after a bit, I was just like, I give up. I give up. I think what really unlocked it for me was when I joined the Vivaria SMP server and I visited the Vivaria bedrooms, and they just had like huge pictures on the walls of like some of the Hollow Stars boys, and I was like, you know what? I gotta be like this too. I gotta have the same level of pride in my fave. Cause like, why am I acting like I'm embarrassed, huh? I'm not embarrassed. But like, you know, I guess, right? If I wanted to get picked up by like a professional official company, then yeah, I would watch what I say and stuff like that. Wait, is this the right VOD one? Yes, it is. This is the right. I literally can't find either of the clips that that like were greatest hits. I can't find any of them. Wait, oh, you know what? I probably deleted them all. Because I clean out my videos folder every so often. It would be a red alert if, as a streamer, they got to read the things I've posted for you and your wife. That's so funny. Help. I mean, like, some of my friends are like kind of insane, and they'll find posts that are about them even when they're not tagged, and I'm like, how do you do this? Do you guys just like, maybe, you know, it's possible. I think somebody I know might be insane enough to do this. Is it possible that they just make like side accounts and then they just follow their like regular fans just to like constantly see what they're doing? I feel like it's not outside the realm of possibility. They would just make a side account, pretend they're a fan, and then just interact with other fans. Actual fans talking. So see, here's the thing. You don't ever have to worry about me doing that, because I literally do not have the time. As fun and interesting and hee 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 hoo 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 as it sounds, I do not have the time to do so. It would be funny though. It would be funny as hell. I can't imagine making this many accounts. I know, exactly. I literally just have this one. And then I guess the one that I talk about my work problems on. And then my Otome game one. And then like, that's it. And it already feels like a lot sometimes. I don't even post that much on any of them. I would say that the one that I talk about work, I only post on if I have a complaint about work. And then this one I post on probably, I would say, at least once a day. Sometimes I forget or I get super busy. And then I just don't have anything to say. And then, you know, one day passes. And then obviously on my side account, that's where all my brain rot is going to be. So I guess like if you're interested in my brain rot, I don't know if I want to make the information public or members only. I don't know. Rena stalks our Twitters sometimes. Rena is another breed. I feel like she's very, like, I feel like hanging out with her made it very clear she's very chronically online. She is so chronically online. It's crazy. I was like, where do you get the time for this? And then I remember, like, you know, she works from home. Her job is on the internet, so I guess you have time if you do stuff like that. I barely have one account. Good for you. Honestly, best decision ever. Just have the, like, possibly, like, one to keep up with who you want to keep up with. But, like, the second that you don't need it anymore, get rid of it. Don't become reliant on it. There's a VTuber who sometimes finds every single clip of hers and comments on all. That's crazy! See, that's crazy! How would you find them? Literally, the only way I can think of that you would find them is you follow your regular fans or your regular clippers on like a side account so you know every single time. If you're really brain rotted, you can turn notifications on for them. They don't even know it. So every single time they say something about you, the other VTubers that scare me are the ones who like search for themselves like on Twitter. All of my posts or all of my tweets about Asteroid Music during Offkai, somebody from Asteroid Music kept liking them. And I was just like, oh, you're searching yourself on Twitter. Yeah, you're doing Egosa. She works from home. It's impossible to not be chronically online. Yeah, literally. Sometimes I wish I had a nice remote job so I didn't have to leave my house. But at the same time, sometimes I'm really thankful that I have to leave my house. Because I feel like if I didn't have to leave my house, I might go insane. It kind of happened to me, you know, during the whole pandemic thing. I basically, like, towards the end of it, like, towards the tail end of it, like, maybe in, like, 2021 or so, I was, like, so socially starved. I needed to, like, see people. It wasn't enough to, like, hear people or just, like, talk online. I needed to, like, see actual people. So I went back to work in retail. Yeah. What is it? Cabin fever! Cabin fever! Where are my cabin fever havers? Like, I even go insane sometimes just sitting down here in my streaming dungeon on my computer in this dark and cold room by myself. That makes me insane sometimes. So I don't think I'd be able... As cushy and as flexible as having a remote job sounds, I don't think I could do it. At least not right now. Maybe if, like, I got super, super sick of my day job, I would consider it. And then I could possibly, like, finally... And then I could just, like, travel the world, right? I could move to Japan for 3 months at a time. I could do work from home, but I'd have to create excuses to get out and do stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Staying inside all the time makes me feel anxious. Speaking of anxiety, you guys, I feel like I'm getting old. Guess what happened to me? Guess what happened to me? I can't drink my favorite drink at Starbucks anymore. So for the longest time, I think I've told you guys this before, caffeine didn't really, like, affect me. Like, coffee doesn't do anything for me. Energy drinks are just weird. I don't like them. So, you know, I kind of never really paid too much attention to, like, when I was intaking, like, caffeine products. But I had a pink drink from Starbucks a little bit ago, and I had it at, like, 3 o'clock. And this is, like, my haha fun drink, right? I'm not drinking this because I want to stay awake or anything. I'm drinking this because I think it tastes good. And then literally that same night, I have so much anxiety, I can't sleep. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me? I haven't had proper, real, actual anxiety like this in years. And the only thing I can think of is because the Starbucks refreshers do technically have, like, a stimulant in them. So I was like, oh, okay, that sucks. I can't drink that. I probably can't drink that, like, you know, in the later afternoons anymore because, yeah, I had trouble sleeping that night. And then I drank it again, and I drank it again at, like, early, at, like, 7 in the morning. And it made me so jittery, like, the whole day that I couldn't stop moving around. I was constantly, like, getting up and walking around and moving things around and cleaning and just, I could not sit still. And then when I got home, I was like, okay, my brain is, like, super tired from doing all of that moving and all of that organizing. I think that it's probably not a good idea for me to have that drink at all anymore because I had it in the early in the morning and I had it in the afternoon, and it had an effect on me that I wasn't super fond of. So, not to mention, that same night, I thought I had worn off, but I couldn't sleep that night either. So I was like, okay, no more fun drink for me. No more fun drinks. So that's why I'm like, oh, I feel like I'm getting old. Those things are changing. Is that gonna change in the near future? I don't know. My thought is it's possible that may happen to you too. Because I know when you're young, your body will, like, metabolize things fast. A lot of people have, like, metabolisms that just go so fast that it doesn't really affect them. So I'm assuming what's happened to me is that my metabolism has slowed down as I am older. And now I have to live with the consequences of my actions. I feel like that right now because I had an energy drink during the drive. Are you okay? Are you anxious? I feel like having a lot of caffeine just makes me anxious and antsy, and I don't like how it feels. It sort of feels like I don't have enough control over my body. And I already have trouble sitting still, but it just makes it worse. I'm getting up to that age too, which is why I'm like, oh no. I don't want to like tell you for sure like this thing is gonna happen to you, but yeah, just like keep in mind it might be a possibility. And if you have a day where you're feeling unusually anxious when you usually don't, or you can't sleep, just consider what you may have been eating or drinking. Getting older is kind of hard. Where's my schedule? We'll talk about my schedule in a second here. That is not it. That is not it. Oh, it is in Google Docs. I feel tired because I only slept 4 hours before the drive, but I'm on energy drink, so I'm jittery and awake at the same time. That's kind of rough. You can't sleep? You just can't sleep, huh? Where's my... Oh, shoot. It's not in here, is it? Hold on. I think I can probably tell you guys this, right? I can probably... Is it the... Can I tell you that? No, wait. I think I have told you. Wait. I have told you this. Oh, it's not... Then it's fine. Wait. This is the wrong... Wait, this is the right schedule. Okay. I don't drink coffee, at least. Off-Kai week, I had coffee and it made me sleepy. Yeah. That's usually, like, if it doesn't affect you, that's typically what ends up happening. It does the opposite. I think you said, do I have anything else to talk about an hour ago? By now, we are making great time. I feel like I'm all... This is literally like when I go to the doctor, right? I'm like, what do I have to talk about again? Oh, yeah, there was that. Oh, yeah, there was that. Oh, yeah, there was that too. Oh, wait. I forgot about this. So, you know what? I'm thinking that, shouldn't I? I should just make an outline every time there's something I want to talk about. Okay. Schedule. I don't know if I've officially talked about this previously. I think I have. I did. I think before I went to Off-Kai, I told you basically this channel is going to be used for like music. Occasionally, I don't know, maybe we'll do like a stream where I'm like mixing. You guys want to see? Wait, shit, does this have my legal name on it? No, it doesn't. That's fine. You guys want to see? Oh, quiet. What I've been working on. I'm not going to let you hear it because it's a spoiler, but I can show it to you really quick. So this channel is going to be any kind of voice work. So that includes voice work, ASMR, and music. I've been kind of on the music grind lately. Let me show you what my screen looks like real quick. Please don't dox me. Please don't have anything doxy on here. Oh. Wait. It's not loading. Please, God, please, God. Wait. Oh, wait! I put it behind me. Oops. Okay! Yay! Okay, there's what I've been working on. There's all my flippin'... Look at this! All these vocal tracks. Yippee! So that's what I've been working on lately. We might be... Maybe, I don't know. We could do, like, streams where we just, like, I work on mixing... Please don't dox yourself. Yeah, the hilarious thing about like Reaper is some versions of Reaper, once you buy it, it says who it's licensed to at the top, which is why I was like, this is gonna dox me, but it doesn't even show. It doesn't show the top of the window, so I think it's fine. Melodyne stream? Oh, Melodyne is my shit, dude. Oh, I love Melodyne. Look at this. Wait, what? I can't show you guys Melodyne? Oh, there it is. Yeah! There's my bread and butter. So I actually use 2 tuning programs right now. I use Melodyne for like the simple stuff. Where am I? Okay, there. I use Melodyne for like the simple stuff. And then when I want to get in a little bit more detailed, I use Revoice. Is there Revoice? Yeah, I use Revoice. So technically my vocals go through like 2 programs and then they go into the mixing program. It's very fun. I love Melodyne. Melodyne is actually super easy to pick up. So if you just practice with it, I'm sure you'll figure it out soon enough. Time to deduce the music from the waveform. Honestly, if you zoomed in on my Reaper, like screen share close enough, you might be able to see. Oh, let me see. Oh, you might have been able to see the name of the instrumental because the name of the song is on the instrumental. I don't care if you go look. Go ahead. Are you doing it right? The stream title is concerning. It's just a little funny hee hee ha ha. I'm okay. I wasn't all right like in June, but I'm fine now. That's what matters. hanchou Reaper. I thought about buying it at one point. It's my personal it's my DAW of choice. It has a pretty robust free trial. Like, it lets you use it, I think, for so many hours before you actually have to buy it. So you can try it out if you want. I feel like it's probably the one that most people in the cover community use. Time for some VOD edit. It's okay. I'm too lazy. We have a spoiler, but it's fine. Just don't mention that you know, okay? Just like when it gets released, just act surprised, okay? I was debating between that and Renoise, but ended up getting neither. I like Revoice a lot because I feel like Melodyne is faster to use, in my opinion, and it is smoother to use. Whenever you use Revoice, the program basically has to process your changes, and it takes it basically loads them for a second. So with Melodyne, when you're making changes, it's basically instant. It doesn't have to go through this processing. It's just a couple of seconds. But the thing that I like in Revoice over Melodyne is Revoice can tune and time your doubles. So if you have your main vocal track and your main vocal track has already been tuned and timed, you can basically use it as a reference and tell the program to use this track and just match these tracks to that same track, and it just does it for you. I also like that you can edit the waveform directly. So let's pull up. Let me pull up Paint for you really quick. I'm not gonna pull up Revoice right now and show you straight up because Revoice kind of lags my computer a little bit. Where's my Paint? Oh, here's my Paint. Okay, here's Paint. Let me show you the main difference in why I like Revoice. This is not sponsored. Okay, so in Melodyne, here is your this is your vocal line. Wow, it looks like a heartbeat. This is your vocal frequency. Here's your bubble, right? This is what your voice sounds like. So in Melodyne, when you want to smooth out your voice, you can take this and you can kind of compress it in a way so it doesn't stray off the note as much, so you can kind of just press it down a little bit, smash it down. Whereas in Revoice, you can take this same structure and you can basically let me see. I'm gonna choose a different color real quick. Hold on. Whoop. Home. You can take this and you can place points on it. Let's say I wanna take this super off frequency and I wanna just affect this one frequency. You can take this point here and you can just move it up. So I can take that single point and the frequency and just make the frequency better. Instead of affecting the whole thing, I can affect literally how the line looks. So if I wanted to make all of these flat, I could. Or if my note does this bit, I could just either bring this section down or this section up without affecting the other half of the line. So that's why I think it's a little bit more flexible. But unless you're really, really picky about it like I am, Melodyne is probably perfectly fine. Oh! I've been using Ableton Lite that came with my interface. Yeah, just work with what you have, and then once you get used to what you have, then you can upgrade, right? It's not necessary for you to start off with all the super expensive stuff when you don't know how to use them. Just start off with the easy things. Revoice okane ga nai. When did I get it? I think I got it when I was on sale. So just I feel like a lot of audio plugins and stuff go on sale a lot. So just hang out for a hot second. Just probably, honestly, the next one will probably be Black Friday or whatever. I'm still in off-Kai recovery, so buying anything new is on hold. Honestly, super understandable. I literally paid for lunch at off-Kai, paid for breakfast at Offkai, and then I went home and had to replace my car battery, and then had to get an oil change. And then also I need to actually get my catalytic converter replaced. So I was like, oh, well, guess it's ramen for me. But like, I like noodles, so whatever. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're gonna go visit someone. Well, that will be fun though. I think it'll be worth it. I need to book people to pay me for Offkai. Wait, why catalytic converter? Mine is just like on the fritz. My check engine like keeps turning on, and every time I take it to get checked, like, you know, what error code is it giving me? It's always the catalytic converter. So I'm thinking that it's probably on the fritz. Yeah. Ugh. It is what it is. Like, my car is not exactly new. My car is 2016, so, and it's got I think 140,000 miles on it. Like, I've driven it a lot. I do remember you saying you've got an old beater of a car. Yep. 2016. Which I guess, like, isn't that old? Because I know, like, maybe it's just the people I know, but I know so many people who have cars from, like, 2005, 2009. So, like, in comparison, mine doesn't seem that bad. But it's been driven a lot. Wait, 2016? I thought it would be way older. Yeah, 2016. Maybe try replacing an O2 sensor first. It may be cheaper than a catalytic converter. Oh, I'm gonna write this down. O2 sensor. O2 sensor. Check. 2016 is not that old. Yes, yeah, I guess. Mine is 2013, but I think I have 130K. No, wow, nowhere near. Whoa, that's crazy. Yeah, I have a lot on mine. My car has been through a lot. Oop. It's okay. I'll figure it out. Yeah, I guess we'll see. Please don't hate me if I have to do like a donathon or something to pay for my fucking home repairs or my catalytic converter, because it just feels like everything is happening all at once, and I'm like, shit, man, I can't take another job. Where can I even get another job? Would anybody like to buy a commission? I don't think... I mean, I guess my art's not terrible. It's not... Wait, you guys want to see a secret? You guys want to see something? You guys want to see something? Can you keep a secret? Wait, let me download this. What are we commissioning? Probably art. I'm not confident enough in my mixing yet. I want to see something. Hold on, I'm downloading it. I say, do you want to see something? I'm already going to show it to you, so you don't technically have to answer. I want to show you anyway. This is a secret, though. This is a secret, though, okay? Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. Where did I put it? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where did I put it? Okay, here it is. Hi! Oh, Melly, thank you! Wait, thank you! Wait until I do a donathon, and then that way you guys can actually get, like, incentives and rewards and stuff. I was thinking of, like, maybe doing, like, Checky? At this point, I don't give a fuck anymore. I'll just send it to you straight. I don't care at this point. Although, I think oh! I guess I should talk about that. Before I show you something that's not nearly as serious. For those of you who do not follow me on Twitter or haven't followed me for too long, my birthday is on September 23. Last year on September 23, I was still part of my previous company, Project Versus, and we did pre-orders for my birthday merchandise. But unfortunately, and unsurprisingly, my ex-CEO has not fulfilled those pre-orders yet and is currently disappeared off the face of the internet. I don't know if people will ever get contacted or get those things. So I'm going to try and do my best to get those things manufactured myself. It's really unfortunate, but I honestly, like, I'm trying to view it with a glass half full kind of mindset. Like, you know what? absolutely sucks that this has happened, but at least I have the knowledge of like how to get this stuff done. Because since I used to do Artist Alley at anime conventions, I know how to get things manufactured. I know where to get things manufactured. And so it's just a matter of getting those things manufactured. So I also reached out to what is it? Kawa Entertainment. I was just like, what's the second part of their name? I just called them Kawa. I reached out to Kawa Entertainment, who does merch fulfillment for a lot of other VTubers. And I was like, hey, this happened to me. Do you think you could help me fulfill these orders without me doxing my address? And they were like, yeah, we can do that for you. The unfortunate reality is that they have done this a lot. They have had to fulfill orders for lots of VTubers whose companies, you know, are no longer with us. So they told me like, yeah, we can fulfill them for you. You just have to send them to us and then pay us per package. And I was like, okay, I can do that. That's fine. So, you know, the whole address thing is already resolved. I just have to get this stuff manufactured. I have all of the high definition, high resolution art. So that's not even a problem. I just literally have to find a good manufacturer. Yeah, so that should be happening. I honestly can't even give you a proper timeline because I don't know when I'm going to be able to afford it. I have to get some quotes from these manufacturers first. It's possible that the current state of our country has affected the prices, what I remember the prices being, because I have not worked with a manufacturer in like several years at this point. So I'm going to aim for, at least like fulfillment, or at least starting fulfillment by like winter, but don't quote me on that because again, it kind of depends on what I can afford to do. If the prices have raised a lot, it might take a little bit longer. Will we be able to get the custom signed prints? Yeah, I will re-sign them. I'm gonna get you! I will, yes, so that's what I was saying. So like if we do end up doing a donathon for stuff and things that have been happening, I guess that would include that stuff. I will probably re-sign everybody's prints. I will probably make more prints for you to sign, and I will probably be able to sign. Do you guys know what Checky? You guys know what Checky are? Do I have to explain what Checky are? Or is that like is that too niche an otaku thing? Checky are basically like the little Polaroid pictures. They are supposed to be absolutely unique, so none of them are the same. So I would just like, make the Polaroids. Oh, I have to decorate the top loaders again, don't I? Teehee, okay, sorry. Don't teehee me. My friend was having a lot of grief with tariffs getting a figure manufactured in time for off-kai. Oh no, I'm so scared. I'm praying that since basically what we need to get is they're all kind of small items, like an acrylic stand, a keychain, and the blanket would probably be the heaviest thing, but like those are all pretty small and we don't need them in super large quantities. So I'm hoping that the tariffs will be kind to us. But again, can't say for sure. Everything changes in the drop of a hat. What's the timeline on your mixing confidence? I'm pretty confident in my tuning and timing. But I'm not super confident with my actual mixing and mastering. Just because like something I've noticed when I'm mixing other people's like microphone is like we have different microphone qualities, and I think it's important to make us kind of sound the same, and I'm like struggling with that. I'm like, well, I can't make this person sound like me. Can I make myself sound more similar to them? Like it's all EQ basically. I am new to this whole scene. It's okay. It's basically similar to the like prints that I signed, but instead of prints, they'll be little like photo cards. I find it hilarious. I just finished getting your recent signatures framed. And now I'm about to unload more on you. Yay! Yeah. My poor top loader. I know, I'm sorry. I'll have to redecorate top loaders too. I literally asked, I was just like, I don't even care at this point. Can you just send all the stuff to me? Can you send all the stuff back to me and I'll just do it myself? No reply. Hello? Anybody there? No reply. Do you have an Instax printer? I do! I actually have, what is it? Is it Polaroid? I think it might be an Instax one. I don't know. I have one of the nice, I think it's a Polaroid. It's like a digital printer. I don't technically like, I just hook it up to an app and then I print from my app. And it's super easy. So you're saying it's not impossible to hire you for tune-in time? I can do tune-in time. I have no idea what I would charge, but I can do tune-in time. Actually, it's super interesting hearing other musicians like talk about what they don't like doing, because I'm noticing that most musicians do not like to do tune-in time. I love doing tune-in time. I cannot do mix and master. For some reason, like tune-in time is very straightforward to me, right? Because the lyric has to come in at a certain part. The note has to be a certain note. It's very like, you know, very straightforward. It's got a formula. It's got a clear goal in mind of where things need to be or how they need to sound. Whereas with like mix and master, it's so like vibes. It's all so vibes. Like, I guess this like sounds good. I don't know how to make it sound better. It's just so much. So I enjoy doing tune-in time. I've got an Instax that will work with my Fujifilm cameras. Yeah. Oh yeah, you have Fujifilm cameras. You don't see many Fujifilm cameras anymore. Yep. I feel like having the little like the printer is honestly like such a life hack. Because I wanted one of those cameras, right? One of the cameras that gave you the like traditional things. But I'm gonna be real with you. I went to somebody's wedding and they had those and I was using it and I was like, this is super unwieldy and I can't check for sure if the pictures are like in focus or not because a lot of them turned out blurry. So I was like, it's just easier just to take the picture with your phone and then print it out with the app. Wait, but then you'd have to hear my ass vocals. That's okay. So I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. Part of being a singer is allowing yourself to be vulnerable and allowing yourself to be kind to yourself and allowing yourself to be heard by other people in a vulnerable state. And that's okay if you feel scared about it. But everybody, we all do it. It all happens to us. We all have to go through it. Me and Rena were talking about once, like how it feels to send somebody your raw vocals sort of feels like as vulnerable as sending them nudes. I was like, if I'm letting you hear my vocals raw, you have to understand that I really, really trust you, okay? So, it's okay. It's gonna be alright. But like, that's part of growing as a singer, is getting used to hearing yourself. And also like, just getting used to hearing like, oh, I made a mistake there. Like, it's just part of life. It's okay. I gave Timmy C the honor of getting an email from me while on the toilet at work and he didn't respond. I don't know. He was not really super reliable when I worked with him anyway. So the unfortunate reality is that this is not super surprising. Instax mini cameras have low quality lenses with very slow apertures. They're basically like disposable and like the crazy part is I feel like when I remember using disposable cameras, I never had problems with them being out of focus unless something was like super duper close to the camera. Whereas when I was using the Instax cameras, like these people were standing several feet away from me and I was looking through the viewfinder and they looked fine, but the pictures still turned out blurry. So of course, Arena would say that. I don't know if it was Rena who said it or me, but we basically like agreed that sending somebody your raw vocals is like sending somebody your nudes. Let me know if you ever open up Tune in Time. If it's within my means, I would be delighted to have you. Oh, thank you. Are you ready to have something tuned in time? Are you there already? Whoa, that was fast. Technically, so I've done Tune Time for at least 3 projects at this point. There's a chorus. Technically, the first mix I've ever done for other people is a chorus for a project that is not yet released. Everything is not yet released. So it's like a chorus of like 5 or 6 vocalists, myself included, of a song you guys may have heard before, that I organized and I mixed. So I did the tune and the time for everybody, and I did the mixing for everybody, but this was back before I started studying mixing seriously. So I don't think it sounds super good, but Arena says it sounds fine. So there's my first mix. And then I did tune in time for Arena and Delta's cover of Boogie Woogie Woo. Boogie Woogie Woo, something like that. It was like a Halloween song, but it didn't get released on Halloween. It got released like in spring. I did the tune and the time for that. And then now I'm doing the tune and the time and the mix for another duet. Can I just tell you? I'm not gonna tell you what song it is, but I'm doing the tune and the time for another duet me and Rena have. So I would say I'm very comfortable with tune and time. I'm just not super comfortable with mixing. I'm a bit of a camera nerd, including digital and film. No, that's totally okay. That's actually cool. I feel like I don't see enough photography people anymore. I wish I knew more about it. Alas, I do not. When I practice my singing, I just kind of embrace that it might sound scratchy at times. Yeah, and that's like fine. I don't sound good every single day, but like, you know, the reason that you're practicing is that so when the time comes where it does matter for you to sound good, that you can. So it's okay. You gotta sound bad today to sound good tomorrow or something like that. Where's my schedule? I was gonna talk about my schedule. For real this time, I was gonna talk about my schedule. So I mentioned here I was gonna do karaoke streams here, probably a little bit more regularly, so we can do that. But when I do gameplay, it's going to be on a side account. It's going to be on Twitch. And then I have mentioned in the past as well that I'm going to be doing... So basically, like, everything is getting regulated to a different platform. I'm sorry. Music and voice acting is going to be here. Gameplay and art is going to be on Twitch under an alternate identity. And under the same alternate identity, just chatting is going to be on Irium. So if you haven't heard about what Irium is yet, it's sort of like, for lack of a better comparison, it's basically like TikTok Live. It's basically like, it is like TikTok Live, and that is a vertical streaming platform that boasts like low latency. So like the chatting is basically instant, and you can like send reactions, or you can like send stickers and stuff like that. So you know how I mentioned that I volunteer at the cat rescue now? I was thinking that on nights that I volunteer at the cat rescue, I could stream on Irium, and you guys could like, you know, chat with me about stuff I'm doing while I'm volunteering, or you could listen to the cats who like to scream their little heads off and stuff like that. Yeah! Oh, Irium, it's AniLive. Yeah, Irium and AniLive kind of like entered the market at the same time. I do not believe AniLive is a thing anymore. I applied for AniLive too. But I didn't ever hear back for them. I think it's because I was part of a company. But yes, Irium is still alive and kicking. So I'm gonna go ahead and just like hang out. And like, part of the reason that Irium appeals to me so much is that you don't need a computer in order to stream on it. I can literally just boot it up from my phone and like talk to you guys while I'm in bed, which honestly would have been great today because I didn't have access to my office. They were asking me to stream on their platform at their booth. Yeah! You should. I like the platform a lot. I met the CEO. I actually saw their booth at Off-Kai last year. And it looked really polished. And when I was in Japan, I saw Irium ads. I saw these Japanese streamers who were active on the Japanese version of Irium, and they were like, you know, they had like ads in like Animate and stuff. So it's a really cool platform. I received a shirt and had some sake? What? They gave me sake? I only got a happy. I got a happy. I got an Irium happy while I was at Off-Kai. So I would consider that a pretty good souvenir. Because the happy is like high quality, dude. They're really pushing to expand their platform overseas. Yes. They are very much would like it if like a lot of people are streaming on the platform at once. I think AniLive is still a thing, but Nexus isn't. Oh, really? Interesting. I had no idea. I remember I applied for AniLive. I didn't get any kind of response. I applied for Irium and I did get a response, but this is when I was still under Project Versus and they could not let me be on the platform because they wouldn't, like, the profit split would be weird because I was with a company already. And then I asked again after I went independent, and they were like, oh yeah, we want you to stream 40 hours. And I was like, I can't do 40 hours a week, man. I have a full-time job. I'm sorry. And then they clarified with, well, they didn't clarify with me. My friend clarified with me like, oh, babe, it's not 40 hours a week. It's 40 hours a month. And I was like, oh, that's so doable. So literally the only reason I wasn't on Irium already was because I misunderstood how much you're supposed to be using the platform. And I was like, oh, it's not 40 hours a week. That would be silly. It's 40 hours a month. I've never used Irium except for a meet and greet at Offkai last year. I literally, I'll watch like my friends, like Rio is on it, Hiyumi is on it. Those are basically the main two that I go on there to watch. Because I remember when Hiyumi was applying and everything, she like came to me for advice and stuff. It was very cute. So she's carved herself out a nice community there. I just don't know what I would stream on Irium because it's super just chatting and my brain melts thinking about the meeting quota. Yeah, you don't have to worry about like, I guess like the quota is kind of high, but you know, stream while you're in bed, stream while you're getting ready, stream while you're getting ready for bed. Just chatting, I feel like can be daunting because you basically have to carry the entire everything yourself. But at the same time, it can be very flexible. You can do karaoke. Hiyumi does karaoke. Oh, the shirt was last year. The sake was this year. Oh, it was a room party. Okay, I was like, were they just giving out sake at their booth? All I got was this happy. Okay, I understand. I think they reduced it to 30 hours as well, if I recall correctly. When I was yes, correct, yes. The streaming requirement time per month is not 40 hours; it is 30 hours. I think it was 40 hours for like the founding streamers, but the founding streamer application is closed. So everyone who's applying after this point should only be 30 hours. Hi Zerp! Hello, welcome. We're just talking about everything and anything, I guess. I was actually going to show you guys... I was going to talk about my schedule, but I was also going to show you... well, I was talking about my schedule. I just told you what it was. Cat volunteering on Irium. Art on Twitch. Game dev, probably on Twitch. Music here on Fiona. Otome games are honestly probably going to be recorded, so you don't have to deal with watching those. But if I record an Otome video gameplay playthrough... please watch it. Yeah, stuff like getting ready for bed together on Irium. What did I accomplish this week? Indie games on Twitch, etc, etc, etc. Okay, that's the boring part. Now we can get to the fun secret stuff. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing just fine. I'm sorry if the stream title has concerned anybody. I am okay. I wasn't okay like in June, but what matters is that I'm okay now. That's what really is important here. We were just talking about the full health party and here comes Zerp. I know. It's like you were summoned. So funny. I didn't see a Zerp at all. Did I see you at all at Offkai? I literally saw Hiyumi for like 2 minutes, so it makes sense if I haven't seen you. I don't think I did see you. For anyone doing karaoke streams, is Irium particular about copyrighted music and whatnot? So, I would probably just like watch other karaoke streams on Irium just to get an idea of how they do things there. Yeah, that would probably be for the best because they probably have their own like culture and stuff there about it, but can't say for sure unless you watch other people doing it. Fun secret stuff, here we come. Yeah, I'll show you the secret stuff next. Where is it? Here it is. Here's the secret stuff. I'm glad you're doing okay. I think we missed each other at Offkai. Yeah, it's okay. I felt like this Offkai was kind of busy. We crossed paths like once, but I was in a hurry, so I didn't get a chance to... I heard your voice and that was about it. Oh, that's so interesting. You heard my voice, huh? You heard me in passing. Actually, honestly, there were two... you guys, I literally don't give a shit anymore. Banana was on a robot going around saying like hi to people at Offkai, and I said hi to her, and I was like, hey, it's me, and she was streaming. So I mean, like, I basically just doxed myself then and there. And then Raki Kazuki was doing the same thing. She was streaming, and she was like walking around not walking around. She was rolling around on one of those like robots. I said hi to her too, and she was also streaming. I was just like, I don't give a shit anymore, huh? Issa and Rena were both just like, she's streaming. And then they like, you know, they obviously went off to the side so they wouldn't be in the shot. But I was like, I don't care anymore, dude. +1 on people who heard. So like, yeah, if you heard my voice during Offkai weekend, I'm not surprised. I was not quiet. I was not careful. I did not care. It is what it is. I don't know. I just wanted to like, I wanted to have a fun time and not like be super anxious about anything, because I was already, as you now know, having a hard time during the earlier part of June. So I kind of just went in brain empty. I was also running around so much. It's okay. I'm fairly sure I've seen karaoke streams on Irium do just fine with the original. And yeah, there you go. No fear, Fiona. I mean, one of the things that I say most commonly is like, I'm not afraid of anything. Which, not to get too morbid, again, I'm sorry, but like part of the reason why it's so easy for me just to like think about dying is because I'm not afraid of anything. So like, you know, first and foremost, the methods at which you would kill yourself like don't really faze me, don't really scare me. And then like the thought of just dying in general also doesn't really scare me, because like I'm not really super fearful. I'm not fearful of most things. So that's also part of why it's like so easy for me just to be like, oh my god, I'm just gonna die, dude. You're lucky, because I don't think I've ever recognized a VTuber via their voice. Yippee! I mean, I'm loud and I have a very distinct voice. The elevator incident comes up in my thought box very often. Sometimes I think about it too, and I just like, I laugh. It's so funny, dude. Like, what are the odds? What are the odds on the first day? It's all my fault for bringing luggage into the convention center. Juno was just out there existing among the people. Yeah, I just wanted to have a good, fun time where I turned my brain off. No thoughts, head empty. It was really funny. Like, it happened, and then me and Rena were like laughing about it, and I kind of like didn't believe her. I was like, no, there's no way that could happen. And then like we thought about it again in the hotel room, and then we started laughing again. And then during our meet and greet, when you brought it up, it was just so funny. I kind of wish that I had recorded the meet and greet just so I could listen to like the storytelling and the laughter again. But I didn't, because I was using my shitty laptop. I'm so shocked that the wheelchair arms are damaged. Were you clutching onto them for dear life? So funny. Good job. You were so good. You behaved yourself so well. I had no idea. But then again, I feel like I was already in that mindset where like I didn't, you know, I wasn't entirely there. I was just doing whatever, right? So that's probably why Rita noticed it, not me. I really was not paying attention to very much. Anyway, okay, here's the secret thing I want to show you. Okay, so I mentioned earlier that some stuff's going to be on a separate account under a separate identity. So I'm going to show you guys my face. My other face? What do I call it? My other mecha. Here's the other mecha I be piloting. I don't have a, I don't, it's not going to be like this. It's just literally just going to be a PNG. Here's my face. I designed it myself. I'll put you over there in the corner because that's what you're gonna do, right? This is Alto. They're gonna be a polar bear. They're gonna stream Otome games, I think. I drew them myself. Your other Fiosona? Yeah. Zerp, if you look, Zerp knows my other account. So Zerp, if you look at my other account, it's like all empty now. So this is what's gonna go over there. Alto as in the boys? Alto's just the name. This is a super niche lore drop. Okay, so I stole the name. My like first, I wouldn't say I guess my first shoujo manga. Not my first shoujo. But my first My first shoujo manga that I read was Tokyo Mew Mew. And in Tokyo Mew Mew, you have like the main character, Ichigo. And then like, of course, in like true shoujo fashion, there has to be like some kind of love triangle, right? So there's like Ichigo, and then there's the two love interests. And the main love interest, his name is Messiah, but he's like so vanilla and boring. I don't really care for him. I don't think he's particularly spicy. I mean, like, he's kind of spicy in the sense like his actual identity is like the actual like the big villain of the story, but like he doesn't know it because like he goes into like a comatose state whenever the actual villain of the story takes over his body. But like that, I digress. The other love interest was my favorite of the two, and the other love interest is actually the genius guy who runs the super cute Mew Mew cafe that all of the girls work at, who's also actually the one who accidentally turned them into these like half animal kimono Mimi hybrids that gave them like cat ears and animal ears and stuff. But before he accidentally turned them into the half animal hybrids, he tested the serum out on himself, so it turns him into a cat sometimes. And when he's a cat, his name is Alto. So I literally stole his name. His name is Ryo Shirogane. So I stole his name. His like the name of this character is Alto Shirogane. That's what you're going to hear on my other account. This is literally just shoujo lore drop. Wait, there's even more auntie energy? Wait, you think so? I was like, he fucking looks like my Oshi from Twisted Wonderland. Hold on, let me go get you a picture. I showed it to my group chat. Fuck, that's Twitch, not Google. I showed it to my friend group chat. And they were like, that's literally just Azul Ashengrotto from Twisted Wonderland. Speaking of, Twisted Wonderland is gonna get an anime soon, so everybody should watch it, okay? If you like Disney villains but who have become hot ikemen anime boys in the style of Black Butler, then you should watch or play Twisted Wonderland. Here he is. I hate his face. I fucking hate you. You're the worst. Let me add his face here so you can compare. Because I showed it to my group chat and they're like, that's just your favorite man. There he is. They're him. We do kind of look alike. Oh, well, I don't care. I don't care at this point. Oh, old account content. Yeah, it's gone. I thought you were going to say you're going to hear me coughing. You are going to hear me coughing. I feel like I ramble and then I cough a lot. Heavy auntie energy. I love that! Finally, thank God. This is what I imagine an anime librarian to look like. I'm gonna be real with you. In one of the 4 games I'm currently working on, I have a librarian character, and he does kind of look like this, but not exactly like this. His hair is different, but like his color scheme is very similar. I gotta tell an acquaintance about that. She was obsessed with Twisted Wonderland. Twisted Wonderland is like, that's my jam. Anyway, this is my man, Azul Ashengrotto. He's based off of Ursula the Sea Witch from The Little Mermaid. So as expected, he is a shrewd businessman. But he can be a little insecure at times, and I think it makes him very cute. Also, he's very cute. Also, he's my my Japanese Oshi's favorite character as well. So I like him a lot too. You even have the beauty mark. Yeah. Oh my God, I don't know if this is ever going to see the light of day, but I actually wrote a fan fiction about him because in Twisted Wonderland, he's like, hey, can I buy that nasty dorm that you're staying in? Because you're literally the only resident in it. Can I make it into a cafe? So I wrote a fan fiction because, well, so in the original game, you don't let him do that or whatever. But I wrote a fan fiction where you let him buy the cafe or buy the dorm, the ramshackle dorm that you're living in. And then you like run it together and then it's like slow burn. Yeah, business partners to lovers. That's basically what ends up happening. I'm oversharing again. Why is it? I feel like every single stream I overshare with y'all. Share the fan fictions. Juice. I considered it. I literally was like, when I end up going on my side account to talk about like otome games and other stuff like that, should I post my fan fictions? But I don't think I could. If I'm gonna, so on my other account, I mentioned I was gonna do art. I will also do fan art. I want to also do. I'm gonna show you some fan art I drew. I don't even care at this point. Who gives a fuck? I don't care. Let me show you some fan art I drew. Okay, I'll finish this fan art later. Where did I put it? I want to draw fan art of my Ushis on my side account. So here's the problem. I do not, in the off chance that I draw fan art of my Oshis, right? And then they visit my account and or they do the horrifying thing of following me. I do not ever want them to lay eyes on any fan fiction I may or may not have written. I think that would absolutely kill me. So I don't think I could do it. Where is it? Where did I put it? I had this really sexy banner. Where did it go? Fine, I gotta go get it. Hold on. Where did I? Ugh, why do I have? Ugh. Okay, I sent it. I'm gonna be real with you. I sent it. I sent it to somebody. Here it is. Here it is. Okay, it's not done. It's literally just a. I want everyone to understand that the image I'm about to show you, I literally sketched in like less than an hour. Okay, so please don't think that it's like, you know, it has like no effort. I sketched it in like an hour. Ah! It scared me. It scared me. It scared me. Oh, I didn't think it was gonna show up right away. Anyway, there's 𝑑𝑎𝑡𝑎 and Flan. I'm gonna finish this once I get my other stuff up and going. Isn't oversharing the meta? Is it? Is it? I didn't know. We just have that effect on people. Here's the thing. Oh my god, I did this. I'm putting so many things on the screen. I don't even care anymore. Who cares? I did this like, what was it? You know how? Okay. Do you have that like friend group and like every time somebody finds like a new online personality test, everybody in the friend group has to take it? That we have that, okay? So I took one and I literally got a result that was just like, you like to talk about yourself. So when you guys are here happily listening to me talk about myself, that's my ultimate thing apparently. Fanfic reading sub membership. I'll stop. Hi Nari! Hi Nari! I love you! Hello! What if they were a long-time fan of your fanfic beforehand? I think I would die even more. So no lemons, right? No, actually all of my fanfic is safe for work. I don't read any not safe for work fanfic. I like slow burn. I love slow burn and mutual pining. Mutual pining is my shit. Me when the no effort is beautiful. Is it? Is it? I don't know. I sketched this in like paint tool side really quick. Do you guys remember that time I tweeted like, what was it? I tweeted like, I went on YouTube. I listened to this cover of the Marine and Kobo song sang by Senna Kiryuin and god, I remember other guy's name is super long. Shit. It's a cover of the Marine and Kobo song and it's super good and it's like it's a male cover and it's really sexy and I was like, oh my god, this is really cringe. I need Flan and 𝑑𝑎𝑡𝑎 to sing this one. I need Flan and 𝑑𝑎𝑡𝑎 to sing it. So like while I was listening to it, I sketched out like as if, you know, as if they sang it. And so now I have this personal project where I am going to redraw the entire music video with these two in it because it will not leave my brain. So that's one of the projects that I plan on finishing or plan on doing whenever I get stuff situated on my other account. Here it is. Here it is. Oh shit, copy and replace. Yeah, that's fine. There, this is the one that I got. I took a test and I got this one. I'm the best. Wait. Okay, and then the other part is like here. My flirting skills are subtle self-bragging. I love talking about myself. So, paint tool Sai? Yeah, I like paint tool Sai a lot. It's like my honestly, if I was at my computer more, I would draw on Sai more, but since I'm not at my computer, I can only draw on my iPad, which means I am chained to Clip Studio Paint. But honestly, between the two of them, I prefer paint tool Sai. That test, I don't think I've ever done that one. Yeah, it's kind of like a I wouldn't say your love language, but like something like that. Okay, I'll take my men's off the screen. So that's why I feel like I end up oversharing during these streams a lot. Just because I'm like, oh, I can keep talking about myself. Yippee! I can keep talking. Yippee! People are listening. Yippee! Oh, I thought I deleted this. I think the good match one, so the good match one that you can see here is like, it's supposed to be like somebody who constantly like asks you questions about yourself, which is an interesting thing because like that's a very common strategy to get somebody else to like you, but like not like you, but like to get somebody else comfortable with you. It's recommended to ask them a lot of questions about themselves. So apparently my best match is somebody who will ask me questions about myself. I only know about Psy because I was friends with an artist who used it. I love it. I actually think that miHoYo, the studio dev, whatever, the people who do like Genshin Impact, basically, a lot of their illustrations are still done in Paint Tool Psy. I don't know what it is, but like the line work in Paint Tool Psy is like so smooth. So I really wish that I could make Paint Tool Psy work on my iPad, but it's entirely possible that even if I could, it wouldn't work the same. I'm still a Photoshop loser because it's what I know. That's okay. I would draw in Photoshop using the pen tool, using like anchors and points and like lines and stuff for like ever until my dad got me like this really simple bamboo tablet for my birthday one year. Honestly, I guess my main problem with Photoshop is like I could never get my pen pressure to work in it. And it would make my computer lag because Photoshop was just like such a heavy program. So that's why it was easy to switch to Paint Tool Psy, which was very light to use, easy to use on my computer. Have a good night. Oh, have a good night as well. Thank you so much for hanging out. Take care. I'll see you around, okay? I swapped over from Psy to CSP a long time ago, but there are times I yearn for the smoothness of a Psy liner. I know exactly. And like, sometimes I think about somewhere along the way, I really stopped drawing for enjoyment. And I have to wonder if me switching over from Paint Tool Psy to Clip Studio Paint sort of like caused it or helped with that, because I very distinctly remember like always sketching, always doodling, always drawing in like Psy and like having a fun time. Whereas whenever at some point I moved over and I only worked in Clip Studio Paint, I like only associate it with like suffering and working and having to do it for, you know, to appease like, you know, whatever's popular. So that's why I'm just like, oh, I wish I could return to Paint Tool Psy days. Back when I enjoyed drawing. Another friend used PaintShop Pro. Holy moly, I haven't heard that name in ages. PaintShop Pro. Yeah, I mean, I think when I was younger, I really did try out everything. So I have tried out PaintShop Pro. I did used to draw in Photoshop. I've tried Krita. I've tried Fire Alpaca, Paint Tool Psy. Before Clip Studio Paint was Clip Studio Paint, it was called something else. God, what was it? Manga something. I think it was called Manga Studio. Was it? Yeah, before Clip Studio was Clip Studio, they had a different program, and I tried that program before, and I wasn't super impressed by it. So when Clip Studio was actually released, I didn't really like, you know, I didn't rush to go try it. I just stayed on Psy for a little bit until Clip Studio obviously started releasing all these like really nice quality changes of life, and then I was like, okay, I guess I gotta go. I remember my first Wacom Bamboo was for Osu. I know most people, I know who had the bamboo tablets did use them for Osu. Krita Planet fans, please stand up. I know you have Krita is like, it's pretty robust for what it is, honestly. Like it's not a bad starter program. I feel like if you are learning to draw and you don't want to invest in the whole thing that is Clip Studio, because Clip Studio also, it has so many features, but that can be a double-edged sword because it entirely is possible that people will like buy it and then they'll be like, oh my god, there's so many features, this is so overwhelming. Because I sort of felt that way when I switched over from Sai, because Sai is so simplistic. But you know, eventually I started using Clip Studio more, and I only would use like a few tools, and then as I got more comfortable with those, I would branch out to using different tools. So I mean, if you start like that, then surely it will be fine. I also think there's merit in drawing traditionally. That's something that I wish I did more, but like, I remember going to art school and I remember having to draw things in charcoal, and I did not enjoy that. So, but I do feel like drawing physically, like on paper, is a slightly different experience than doing it on a tablet. Somehow it feels like if I draw on a piece of paper, I don't know how, but like if it's maybe like the discrepancy between like my eyeball and my hand, or my eyeball, my hand and the screen, sometimes it feels like it turns out better. When I get to use a screen tablet again, it's game over. It's fun. The only thing is, I would say value your posture. Value the posture that you get to have when using a pen tablet, because once you switch over to a screen tablet, your neck and your back and your shoulders and your wrist, depending on the angle, are going to start needing some more care. Because when I was doing a lot of work on a screen tablet, I was constantly like hunched over at my desk, right? Because you're basically like, my tablet wasn't flat on my desk, it was propped up, but I still had to sort of hunch over it in order to use it. Whereas with a pen tablet, basically you're just staring at your computer screen, you know, at a regular angle. You're not hunched over because you just have to move your hand. There's nothing for you to look at. So your posture is better if you use a pen tablet. But it can be easier for you to understand where you want things and how you want things if you use a screen. I basically use my iPad in bed, which I guess can kind of help with the posture thing, because I'm not sitting at my desk and I can roll around. I can draw while I'm laying on my stomach. I can draw if I'm laying on my side, although it's kind of difficult. So it's a little bit easier on my body than if I was drawing on a screen at my desk. I write via pen and paper instead of, yeah! I told you before that I write a lot of like the stuff that I'm learning, or like when I'm having ideas, I write them down in a notebook nowadays instead of taking notes on like my phone or taking notes on like Google Documents, and I love it. It's so much fun. I also feel like I retain the information better. Charcoal it's very like, charcoal can get you such a nice gradient, and it can get very, very dark and very, very light, and that's why a lot of art classes will have you use charcoal. It's very flexible as a medium, but god, it gets everywhere. It's so messy. I had a screen tablet for 6 months at work, but my keyboard was on the wrong side, so I was literally putting my left arm under my right. Yeah, that's awful too. If your screen tablet is super big and your desk setup isn't super optimal, like, you're gonna be reaching in some weird positions. Usually I'll put my keyboard behind my screen tablet, because when I'm drawing, the only thing I'm going to be clicking is usually Control Z, Control Z, Control S. Only stuff on that side of the keyboard. But if it did happen that like I had my screen tablet up and my keyboard was in the back, this has actually happened before while I've been streaming art. Like, I'm streaming art, I have my keyboard behind my tablet, somebody raids me, and then I can't shout them out because I can't see my keyboard or I can't type on it properly. It's difficult. Whereas if you're using just like a pen tablet, you don't really have that problem. It was a Cintiq 24 Pro. Whoa, that's big! Whew! That's a big one! 24 inches? That's the same size as some people's computer screens. Is mine that big? It's possible my current one is that big, but I did not start out with one that big. I would say if you don't want to spend a lot of money on a tablet, XP Pen makes perfectly serviceable both pen tablets and screen tablets. I have a screen tablet from them, and I have a pen tablet from them. I basically use the pen tablet when I'm like on the go and want to draw when I'm outside the house and I don't want to bring my iPad, or basically like I make the choice. Do I want to draw on Paint Tool Sci? Okay, I have to bring my pen tablet and my laptop. Am I okay with not drawing on Paint Tool Sci today? Okay, then I can just bring my bring my iPad. So you can just make the judgment choice based on your preferences. I got a Bluetooth numpad just to use with the screen tablet. Yeah, your macro pad basically. The Tourbox is it's like a macro pad that kind of does the same thing, but it's geared and marketed towards artists who need all of those shortcuts. I literally used to have one. My coworker was just like, "Do you have experience with this device?" One day, my coworker was like, "Do you have experience with this device?" I was like, "Oh, I literally have one of those. I'm not using it. Do you want it?" So I don't have one anymore. I don't know. I think after the convenience of having touch shortcuts on my iPad, it's hard for me to like want buttons again, because basically the only thing I do as far as shortcuts go is Control Z. But on the iPad, that's just like there's just like a tap on the screen. So I didn't really need the macro thingy anymore. They're cool though. Time to shout out mods to do that. Oh man, when we go back to Twitch, we'll have to see. I had three mods when I was streaming on Twitch. But the thing is, like, they were my friends. I didn't want to like demand them. I didn't want to like boss them around or anything. Like, if they did do any kind of modding for me, you know, it was volunteer work. So I didn't ever want to be like, hey, do this. I would just handle it myself. So that's also like another thing. I don't know if they're planning on like, you know, coming back and doing moderator again. So it's entirely possible I might be on my own, but like, that's fine. I'm used to it at this point. And if someone decides to be weird and come in my chat, I'll just tell them, don't be naughty. Don't be naughty. My XP Pen screen tablet is nice. Yeah, that's what I have too. I don't remember exactly which model I have. I just know it's one of the, like, it's one of the bigger ones, but it's one that I don't think is made anymore. Because the last time I went to go search for the drivers for it, I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it like on the main website. I had to find it like on an archive or something. I have a Huion pen tab. Oh, Huion is fine too. Huion has actually, I think, been more of a long-term name than XP Pen. Basically, like, you had a Wacom or you had a Huion. But nowadays, at some point, I think maybe in the 2010s, XP Pen entered the market, and now you can get an XP Pen. XP Pen is kind of like, I feel like what I suggest to everybody, because I've never had problems with them. Yeah. My clumsy fingers are much better at Control Z than tapping undo on. And you know what? That's actually super valid, because sometimes when I'm drawing on my iPad, I will just be drawing normally and like my hand will touch the screen and the iPad will register it as undo, and it'll undo or redo when I was like, that's not what I wanted at all. So, you know, pick your poison. I have to pay for the convenience of an iPad because I want to draw in my bed. I need to be able to draw in my bed or on my couch, because I can't bring this whole setup. I can't bring my giant screen tablet anywhere else. It's just too unwieldy for that. I've heard of Huion for a lot. Yeah, me too. But I never ended up getting one myself. I had a bamboo, and then after bamboo, I had a different type of screen tablet. I think I had, I don't know if this brand is even around anymore. I had a Bosto. God. I think it was called Bosto King T. It was from China, and it was crazy because I bought that tablet, and then it got shipped from China. And like, I don't remember if I was in high school or if I was in middle school. And it got delivered to my house, and I was like, oh my god, when this fucking giant package comes to my house, my mom is going to rip me a new one if she sees it. Because, like, you know, at this time, my mom was just like, what are you getting in the mail? It's a package? What are you spending money on? You shouldn't be spending money, right? That's, honestly, she still does that nowadays. So I was like, so afraid that this package was going to get delivered and my mom was going to see it and I was going to get my ass beat. But what ended up happening was, I don't know what for, but my mom was off, but she went out in the middle of the day, and then my thing got delivered and I dragged it inside into my room, and then my mom came back. Like, I don't know what she went out for, but in the short period of time she was gone, my thing got delivered and I was able to hide it in my room and unbox it myself. And she literally didn't even notice that I got a new tablet for probably like 6 to 9 months. She was constantly like, you know, poking her head in, but she didn't notice that I had something she didn't recognize for like 6 to 9 months. And then when she did notice it, she was just like, "What's that?" And I was just like, "Oh, it's just a drawing tablet." And she was like, "When did you get that?" And I was just like, "Oh, I've had it for a while." And then she was like, "Oh, okay." And that was it. Honestly, like, a lot of my mom's stuff can be solved with, "Oh, I've had this. What do you mean? You never noticed?" Bless her heart. Yeah, literally. My mom still does that. I mean, oh my, wait, did I tell you guys this? Okay, so the Suisse computer tower case came in, and it's in such a ginormous box. And I knew if my mom saw it, she would be like, "What is that?" The massive box. So I was so lucky because, again, she was off on the day it got delivered. I was also off, so I was like, if I can just grab it and hide it somewhere, everything is good. All is well. So it gets delivered, and my mom usually like hangs out in the living room, which is like, if I have to grab a package from the front door, she would see me bring it in. But again, apparently I'm the luckiest person alive. My mom was in the basement with my dad working on the gym when the package arrived, so I was able to drag it to a side room, to like another, like where basically my book room, where I keep like my bookshelves and stuff. I was basically able to drag it to my book room and just shove it in a corner, and then she never saw it. Although I struggled getting it up the landing stairs, because goddamn, it's so big and it's so unwieldy, and my fucking cat was in the way, be like, "Ooh, what's that? Ooh, what's that? Ooh, what's that?" And I had to be like, "Get out of the way. I can't move this box if you're here." So we're currently on oversharing, for some reason, my package sneaking stories with you. Yeah, I literally have to ninja getting packages and stuff in, because she will ask, "What is that? Why do you need that?" Stuff like that. Hiding my Daki cover that I bought as part of a Daki cover, thankfully. I have like 3 of them, and they're all men, literally. Those are easier to hide, right? Because you can just like fold them up, right? Fold them up and put them in your shirt. Wait, Isa! Oh my god, Isa, hi! Hello, hi Isa, hi Sea Dogs, welcome! Good evening, happy Saturday! I hope you had a good stream! I'm not really doing much tonight, we're just talking about stuff. I was oversharing about how whenever I buy a package, my mom is always super suspicious about what it could be and tells me I should stop ordering things online and spending money and wasting money. So I've just been talking about my greatest hits and smuggling my packages into my house without her noticing. Hi, I hope you had a good stream. What were you doing? What was Isa doing? What could Isa have been doing? Isa's funny. Also, like, I've never met a louder person. I thought I've met loud people, but I've never met a person as loud as Isa. It's really impressive. Impressive. Loud, affectionate. Impressive. It's really impressive. There's no way she was playing League again. Were you? Were you? Take a wild guess. Oh no. Oh no. Get help. Get help. Why? Are you spending your Saturday night playing League? Baby girl, we need to get you some bitches or something. I I hope you had fun. I hope you won. You win, right? You win in League? Does anybody who plays League actually have fun? I don't know. I feel like everyone is just like, it's a terrible game. Everyone who plays it is like, oh, it's a terrible game. Don't get into it. Why does anyone play it then? I'll never understand. There was one time in my life where I downloaded it and installed it, but I did this alongside, like, I was like, I'm bored. I'm going to download and install a whole bunch of games I've never played before. So I downloaded and installed a whole bunch of games I had never played before, and League was one of them, and I didn't ever open it. So it just got uninstalled. So I've literally never touched it. I think I ended up playing, God, what is it? What's that one? It's not Aura Kingdom. God, what's that? What? Okay. Please don't judge me. There is an MMO out there. It's 3D, and it's got like it's got controversy surrounding it because one of the races that you can play looks like a little girl. But like it's one of the most like popular played races because like she's simultaneously like super cute and super pretty. I don't remember the name of the MMO. I played that instead of League. League is fun if you win. I would never win, so I don't remember the name of it. I just remember like somebody recommended it to me and I was like, oh, you know, like I'm like in middle school or something. I'm like, oh, this looks kind of cute. Look at this cute character I could play. And then I downloaded it and I played that for a hot minute. I just don't remember what it's called. It's gone from my memory. I obviously didn't play it for very long if I don't remember what it was called, but I remember that specific detail about it because years later after I was done playing it, then I was like, oh, that could be problematic. I see. I was just a child. I just wanted to play the cute character, but I could see why it might be problematic to have a character like that in a game. Who you can change the clothes of and stuff. Oh shit. I got it. It was Terra. I played Terra online. That's what I played instead of League. Because the Ellens are so cute. They're just little babies. They're so cute. Yeah, they're like little babies. My brother came to greet me and there's just Fiona yapping in his face. Hi, Jace, brother! Oni-chan? Or Ototo? So your older brother or your younger brother? This will directly affect how I greet them. I used to play Terra too! You and me, but I didn't play for very long. Literally what happened, I was playing my cute little Ellen girl, right? And I'm chronically a loner on multiplayer games, as you may have noticed at this point, because during Minecraft, I'm literally just fucking staying in my lane and like being scared of other people. Apparently this has persisted to this day. So in MMORPGs, I would always sign up and play, and I would always play, and then at some point the game would require you to have a party, and then I would quit. Because I couldn't talk to people online. So I would literally play Terra, and then these people would ask me, like, do you need help with anything? Is there anything we could do for you? And then I would not say anything and run away and log off because I was afraid. Oh. Oni-chan! Oh, cute. You're the younger? So you like being taken care of. I'll remember this. I was spamming MMOs back then. I missed the days. Oh, you tried everything too, huh? I tried basically everything. I remember... Let's see. Well, my first foray into an MMORPG was technically old school RuneScape. So there was RuneScape and then Mabinogi. And then from Mabinogi, I found other anime style games like Audition and Pangya. Pangya is my shit still to this day. I still have a client for a private server downloaded on my computer. And then from there, I branched out into like sort of lesser known ones. Oh god, I played Perfect World. I played Aura Kingdom. I played Latale. I played Flife. I played Ragnarok Online, although it didn't really work super well on my computer, so I basically didn't really get farther than the launcher. What's that other one I played? It had like little creatures. We had ears and tails. Gosh, I don't even remember. I played a whole bunch of them. But I didn't really stick with any for that long. Because again, I'm sure, right? The point of an MMORPG is to play with other people. However, I just wanted to play cute anime game that had cute clothes and cute characters, and I was too afraid to talk to any other people, so. Didn't you already know this? I don't think I did. Hilariously, I never played MapleStory. Some of my friends tried to get me to play it, and I downloaded it, and I joined them. But the problem was, like, it didn't spark joy. I feel like if I had played MapleStory first, instead of all these other MMORPGs first, instead of trying all these other MMORPGs first, then I probably would have liked it. But because I played MapleStory after trying a whole bunch of other games, I was like, this is mid. So I never got into MapleStory. I never had a MapleStory phase. Private servers, you're taking me back. I'm not taking you back. The private server that I'm talking about, I literally was playing on like last year. Maybe one of these days we'll play on Pangya private servers again. Because when I used to stream on Twitch, that's what we would do. Ara Kingdom! Let's go! Ara Kingdom! What else? I've played... people made me try Vindictus. It was like fine, but the thing with like, again, it happened again, right? So like I played Final Fantasy 14, which is like the MMO RPG of all time, and then like trying anything after that, if it didn't live up to Final Fantasy 14, I was like, this is mid. I can't deal with lacking all of these quality of life changes. It's just hard. There's no way it slipped past. Surely not. I played on MapleStory private servers a bit before they got shut down. Wow. I don't know. Is the Pangya one that I play on still alive? Or I used to play on still alive? Can I open it right now? Will my computer crash? I'm opening it right now. Let's see. If it connects to the private server, then surely it's still alive. Yeah. I was like you, and for the longest time I was just like, oh yeah, my favorite game genre is MMORPGs, because I tried a lot and I liked a lot of them. But I guess as I've gotten older, MMORPGs I feel like require a lot of time to get into, and you know, there's so many of them that are like pay to win. A new version is available. Would you like to download it? I'm just checking if your server is still up, man. So at some point, I stopped telling people that, yeah, my favorite genre was no longer MMORPGs. I think at some point, I just changed it to RPGs. I played so much Vindictus. Ha! You played Vindictus too. Do you want to restart now to install it later? Could you imagine if I wasn't reading this prompt correctly and I just accidentally restarted my computer? That's okay. Alright, I can't tell if the server for Pangya is still up because it wants me to restart my computer. No way. No way! I never played WoW, interestingly enough. But like WoW was subscription fee too. And basically like when I was old enough to be able to pay a subscription fee, I had the choice between WoW and Final Fantasy 14. So I think if you know me, the choice is like clear which one of those I would pick, because I like, you know, I like anime styled stuff. So I like pretty scenery, so easy choice. Racing games before I got into single player shooter. I mean, when I was little, because I told you guys this before, but I was a tomboy. I was my father's son. I was my father's son when I was little. So a lot of my early video games are like hunting games, racing games, air combat, Ace Combat 4. God, what's the other one? Crimson Skies. Was it Crimson? Whatever. The Crimson Skies one is my favorite one. That was good. That was on the Xbox. I played a lot of games like that first. And then I finally got access to the internet and I was allowed to branch out a little bit. Ace Combat 4 mentioned. Let's go! Yeah, I used to play that stuff. Well, it's just because, like, my dad would play it. And, of course, like, you know, I was my dad's girl. So I was like, what are you playing? I want to play it. I want to learn how to play it, too. What is that Crimson Skies game? on the Xbox. I liked that game. That game like had missions and stuff. Oh, literally, it's literally called Crimson Skies. I thought it was like title and then Crimson Skies. It's Crimson Skies is the title. What's it called? High Road to Revenge. Bitch, why is this $50? Nuh-uh. This game is not worth $50. Okay, there you go. $5. That makes sense. I probably still have this game. This game was fun. My dad is a very recent gamer. All he plays is Destiny 2. Aw, I still wish my dad played games. He's always been like super on top of console releases and stuff like that. Like he's like, have you seen the graphics on the PlayStation 4 or whatever, you know, PlayStation 3 or whatever. But as he's gotten older, he's kind of like lost interest in basically keeping up with technology. I guess in that sense. This man still scrolls TikTok. I don't know why, but he sends me TikToks. Okay, it looks like the private server for Pangya is still up, so maybe one day we'll play on it. These days, the only two games I play are both third-person shooters. Pew pew! Nothing wrong with that. I like a shooter every now and then. I mean, like... Okay, let's see. My first video game was Super Mario 64, and my next one after that... Sorry. My first one after that, I think, was... Super Mario 64. And then on the Xbox, after we got an Xbox, I played Halo and Sonic Heroes. Yeah. One of my earlier games is Halo, so I kind of have I have like a little bit of nostalgia for that opening menu music. Whenever I hear it, I'm like, yeah, that's the stuff. I did play I did get Crimson Skies on the Xbox One. I still haven't played it yet. The one I remember playing on the Xbox was fun as hell. You had like missions and stuff. I would crash into mountains for fun. I must put it forward now that I don't know if this was a normal thing because I had no baseline to compare it with. Like I was the only person in my family who played video games. And then once my parents split up, I really was the only person in my family who played video games. So I don't know if it's like normal, but like whenever I played playing games, I was like, I'm gonna crash for no reason. I just felt like it. The intrusive thoughts won. My dad's got a green screen, a stream deck, multiple cameras. What? Holy shit! Your dad's a streamer. It sounds like your entire family is made of streamers. Yeah. I still haven't played Halo. It's a classic. My memory of Halo is the first one, though. I don't know anything about any of the later Halos. I just remember the first one, and I remember I really liked the needle gun. The needle-looking gun, because you get to shoot the little needle crystal things out, and then they would explode. It was awesome. Also, the gun was like really compact and cute and small. I do that too when I'm bored of Flight Simulator. Okay, yay! I'm normal! I'm normal! Yay, I'm normal! Sometimes I would just get bored flying around, doing missions, and I'd be like, okay, that's enough. It's time for a little bit of spice in my life. Something to wake me up. So... it's been kind of nice thinking about these old games. We're going to come back to some old games. Why play new game when I could play old game instead? I want to play Cooking Mama again. There's this Tamagotchi game I played on my 3DS where you like ran little shops. God, what was it? Tamagotchi something connection. I don't remember. But it's where I learned how to make takoyaki. You could run a takoyaki shop. And the other one I remember was like there were two dental shops, and one dental shop was like an actual dentist where you could like drill into the Tamagotchi creatures like teeth and like fix their cavities and stuff like that. And then the other dental shop was one where you would like decorate their teeth, where you would like dye their teeth different colors and put like stickers on them. Why would you need that? Could they not think of any other shop idea besides dyeing your teeth different colors? Why? I wonder every day. Those are the only two shops I remember. I remember takoyaki shop and I remember the dental ones. So Sometimes old game is better. It is. And I just like, yeah, I miss nostalgia. Sonic Heroes is still my favorite Sonic game because it was my first Sonic game. I know everybody hypes up like the Sonic Adventure ones, but Sonic Heroes was my game. I love the music in that game. I love that you can choose the different teams. They're all fun. One of my favorite games of all time was the 5th, very specifically the 5th Need for Speed game. All Porsches, all Porsches. I love retro games, even though I have never played a majority of them. Yeah, I mean, like, it's kind of nice that you don't necessarily need nostalgia in order for you to be interested in something. Like, maybe it's just a testament that this thing is like good, which is also why I'm like, oh, you know what? That reminds me. Those old games that I bought, I finally got a Wii remote that works. The like holy grails that I bought, Fragile Dreams, they're all Wii. Fragile Dreams, Pandora's Tower, and the last story. The last story? I don't remember. I couldn't play them because the Wii remote that I had, I think had a bad port and would keep disconnecting from the nunchuck, and in order to play the game you need to have a connected nunchuck. So I would like try and play it and it would just give me the pop-up like every single minute, connect a nunchuck, connect a nunchuck, connect a nunchuck, connect a nunchuck. So I was like, oh my god, okay, I'm gonna buy a new remote. So I bought a new remote finally so I can finally play those. But I'm like, do I want to stream them? I kind of do, because I'm gonna be going through some of these games I've been like fiending for like years. I kind of want to stream them. But then that means I need to set up my Wii down here, and then I have to set up my capture card and then the converter, because it still uses the 3-prong video and sound thingy. But I really do want to stream them. But unfortunately, during the summertime, I am super busy because of work, because that's when we're super busy. So it'll probably not be for a little bit. I'm excited. I want to play old JRPG. I'm kind of curious. What is the playtime on those games? Fragile Dreams playtime. Oh! When focusing on the main objectives, it takes about 12.5 hours to beat. Wait, that's not a long time at all. I can do that. What's the other one? The Last Story? Okay, The Last Story is a little bit longer. That one's about 20 hours. Okay, and then finally, let's see, Pandora's Tower. I like to check this sometimes just so I know what I'm getting into. Okay, Pandora's Tower is not as long, but still pretty long compared to Fragile Dreams. It's like almost at 20 as well. Okay. Because, like, there was one time I was like, hey, guys, I'm going to try playing a Zelda game. And then one of my viewers was like, I don't know if you know this, but Zelda games are, like, notoriously long. And I was like, oh, well, fuck. Same with Atelier games. Apparently, Atelier games are also notoriously long. Damn. Those are all games that I like. I want to play Zelda games. I want to play Atelier games. However, I don't think we can sit through, you know, 5 streams of Zelda that are 5 hours each. Especially because I have to read slower when I'm streaming it. I have a Wii to HDMI. I love my Wii. I love the Wii. Like, the Wii is a classic console to me. That is a baby to me. I guess, like, because, like, the Xbox was my dad's Xbox. I happened to take it in the divorce. So, and then we had a GameCube, but it wasn't my GameCube. So, like, the Wii was, like, the first console that was, like, mine, ours, my family. So I have a lot of nostalgia for it. These days, I'd probably just use my Wii U. Thankfully, I have both. So, if my Wii decides to kick the bucket, I can switch over to my Wii U. I liked the Wii U. It was a little bit unwieldy, but, like, I still liked it. And then again, I would say, like, I'm not super picky, so there haven't really been any consoles I would say I disliked. I just, like, I don't like the Xbox because most of the games that I want to play are on other consoles. So I feel like the Xbox demographic is like, you know, a lot of shooters are on there. A lot of like, I want to say maybe a lot of Western games are on there, but like I only want to play JRPGs and Japanese games. So all of those games are on the PlayStation. So I'm a PlayStation girl. Long games are still, and I like long games, but like I guess another problem with long games for like if I'm streaming them, I have to be sitting at my computer in order to stream them, which makes it hard for me because I can't sit at the computer for super long. Whereas like obviously if I'm just playing the game in my bed, I can stay there longer, which means I can stay engaged with the game longer. Whereas it'll take me longer if I'm streaming it just because I can't sit at my computer for very long. I'm old. Auntie has a bad back. Auntie needs to start working out, actually. I have so much tenseness. I'm very tense in like my shoulders. Can confirm I recently played Ocarina of Time for the first time. It was over 20 hours. And like, see, the thing is like 20 hours to me sounds reasonable for a game. I remember when I tried playing Persona 5, not the Royal Edition, the original edition. I was literally at like 90 to 100 hours and I was not done. Those dungeons are so long. They're so robust, which is like, fine. Okay, I get it. You want to put a lot of work into your game and give people their money's worth. But honestly, it's okay if it's short. When I played Stray and Stray was done in like 8 or 9 hours of playtime, I was like, this is peak cinema. I'm still crying. So I'm still happy to be here. The Wii U is basically my Splatoon 1 machine. Yep, that's what I bought it for too. But I really need to go back to the other games I have. I literally, for the Wii U, I played... I'm pretty sure I have Wind Waker, but I never put it in. I basically only used that machine for Splatoon 1. And at some point, I did use it briefly for Monster Hunter on the Wii, but I did not play very much. It was basically just my Splatoon machine. What else? I think that's it. I didn't really use it for anything else besides Splatoon and Monster Hunter. I've been collecting physical Xbox games for a while, though a lot of indie games are only digital on Xbox, so I offer PlayStation physicals over Switch because trophies. Yeah, your achievements! It's hard because, like, there are some Switch games that... I mean, like, yeah, a lot of Switch games are digital only, but I want the pretty cases! I want the nice cases! That's one of my other projects, actually. One of my other projects is to take all of my Otome games that I have on the Switch and then redesign the spines, because, like, you know, the spines on the Switch are all just plain and red. I want to redesign the spines and reprint out the game sleeves and then, like, have a nice, cute, well-decorated shelf of, like, all of my Otome games on the Switch. But the problem is some of them are digital only, so I literally have to design the entire sleeve myself, somehow find another case that either I'm not using or maybe buy an empty blank case online in order to, like, you know, have it in my visual collection because I want everything to look cute and nice together. So that's another thing you can probably expect me to do, actually, in the future at some point. About my Wii U in 2020, I was lucky enough because, like, it was such a strange experience. I don't know how this happened. I think we had relatives from overseas coming over and my mom was like, get the Wii out. And I was like, Mom, the Wii is broken. It is bricked. And then she said, oh, well, dang. And then she went out and bought us a Wii U. So that's how we got a Wii U. Because I literally was not expecting to get a Wii U because, like, you know, at this point, you can probably tell the kind of person my mom. Why do we need that? It's not necessary. It's a waste of money. So when she was just like, oh, okay, and then went out and bought a different console, I was very surprised. I did not expect to get that console. But it's my fault. My Wii, my family's Wii, technically was bricked because it was updating and it froze. And I didn't know what to do. I'm like in middle school or something like that. And I was like, well, let's try turning it off and on again. And as you know, if you turn something off while it's updating, it fucking breaks it. So my family's Wii is broken, but my god family's Wii was perfectly fine and not in use the last time I visited them. So I was like, I'm borrowing this, okay? So the Wii that I technically own right now is not mine. It's borrowed. I wonder if it's fixable. I don't know. It's possible. I did have a coworker who went and got their like Xbox 360 out of storage, and they were like, damn, it's got the red ring of death. I think that's dead. But then they fixed it. So if the red ring of death can be fixed, then maybe my Wii can be fixed. I don't even know where that thing is anymore. Where is it? Because I was like, oh, it's bricked. But like, we wouldn't have thrown it away. We would have kept it still. I just don't know where it is now. I wish Ace Combat 4, 5, and 0 would have a digital port or remaster for Steam. The only legal ways to play them are if you pre-ordered AC7 seven years ago or have a working PS2. That's hard. Especially like when it's games that you can't really like get anymore. Oh, geez. Oh, no. I don't think you guys can hear this. What's wrong? Why are we crying? Mojo is screaming for some reason. I know you had lunch. I poured it myself. Do you need dinner now? Now he's quiet. Maybe he was screaming because he didn't think anybody was listening. He was singing. He didn't think anyone was listening. And now that I responded to him, he's like, wait, shit, there's actually somebody down here. I remember the red ring my mother... What? Was it your fault? I thought that stuff just happens whenever the machine's like motherboard or something fails. Something internally fails and then you just get the red ring. I don't think it's something you would have caused. Why would you be in trouble? My dad bought a Wii U shortly after launch. It was the primary system until 2017 when I got both a Switch and a PS4 Pro at the same time. RIP. That's okay. It was time for it to be retired. At least you had fun with it. At least you enjoyed it. I feel like that's more that can be said. Like, a lot of people, like, were not interested in the Wii U. You embarrassed him on stream. He had a beautiful voice. I think he's still meowing, but he's meowing, like, less noisy right now. He, like, quieted it down. Yeah, he's quiet now. I can hear him walking around, though. I can hear his little bell jingling. Alright, is a design flaw. Over time, the CPU just fails. That's crazy. It just fails randomly. And yet, my PS2 still going strong. My god family's old Wii still going strong. Actually, I need to pull my old Xbox out because I realize that there are a lot of people I know who have like these old original Xbox games that they just like saved, but they don't have anything they can play them on. I'm just like, am I the only one I know who owns an original Xbox? I gotta go get that thing. That's a classic at this point. I played Fusion Frenzy on the Xbox and Sonic Heroes. Fusion Frenzy, Sonic Heroes, the Crimson Skies game, and Halo. Those are the memories I have with my Xbox. Also the really big, bulky controllers. Mojo is just me sending my RAWs to Hancho. Honestly, if you have something, you can probably just, like, send it to me. The problem is, I don't know what to charge. I legitimately don't know what to charge you. I have no idea. Can it be like, I'll just give it, you can pay me what you think you should pay me. But I don't know if that puts too much pressure on you. I have no idea. Because, like, I've seen, there's such a wide range of what people charge for tuning and timing. I've seen people charge, like, $35 for it. I've seen people charge $50 for it. I've seen people charge, like, I don't know. I haven't done enough work for other people. And, like, all the times I've done tuning time for other people, I didn't charge them. I just did it. My 360 overheated because I forgot to Oh! Yeah, turning off your electronics is a good idea. They need to rest too. It's heat related. That's crazy. It is heat related then. The original Xbox also has a way to fail with age. The super capacitor that keeps the clock going on all but the newest Xbox will leak and that's crazy. I think it's at my extended family's house. But like they're hoarders too, so they probably wouldn't throw anything away. So it's like if they haven't given it away to somebody, they probably still have it, but yeah, I don't know if it still works. nobody has booted it up since basically since we got a Wii. It's never been used. Wait, really? Yeah, it's fine. I just like if you have the only thing is if you have a deadline, I would recommend you go to somebody else. Yeah. I know with the old 360s and PS3s, the lead-free solder on the GPUs will break over time and go, ugh! Well, I wonder, since my coworker fixed their old one, I wonder if they could fix it. Well, that's a problem for future me, because I haven't been over to my extended family's house in a hot second, so I don't even know where it may be located in their house. I can ask them. It's even possible they don't even know where it's located, so we'll cross that bridge when it comes to it. I have been here for 3 hours. I think it's time for me to go rest my voice because I can feel it getting scratchy. Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Can you hear? And like my water. My water is almost done. I've been very good and diligent about drinking my water. But it's almost gone. I guess it's a good indicator. Whoa, I drank all that water in 3 hours? Jeez. Ha ha ha. I leave my PC on all the time though. I feel like a PC is probably like, because since a PC has the like low power mode, it's probably more outfitted for staying on compared to like older consoles, especially. Nowadays, consoles have the low power mode, like go to rest mode, go to sleep mode. Beware your inbox in the unknown future timeline since I'm on vacation at my parents'. Yeah, that's fine. That's okay. I will just wait until you are ready. Are we getting to see the schedule? What? I told you about the schedule. The schedule I was gonna talk about was the one that like the content schedule. Like oh, I mean, I guess I told you that cat streams would happen on Irium, and art streams would happen on Twitch, and karaoke streams would happen here, and basically more chatting streams would happen on Irium. Okay, so here's the schedule. On Monday, I don't do anything because I never do anything on Monday because it's the start of the week and I want to die. On Tuesday, that would probably be like an art stream on Twitch kind of day, or wait, I got my own schedule wrong. I don't know when this is even going to be starting, but I'll tell you just so you have an idea of what we're looking at in the future. So Monday would be off. Tuesday would be like an Irium, I think either Japanese practice, voice practice, or piano practice type stream. And then on Wednesday would be an art stream on Twitch. I guess art or a game. And then Thursday would probably be, because Thursday is my volunteer day. So that would be the day where you get to like hear me clean all these cat boxes and talk to all these cats and socialize these cats. That would be the day for that. Friday would be art streams, art or game streams on Twitch. And then Saturday would be karaoke and possibly other things if I'm feeling up to doing multiple streams in one day. And then on Sunday, so I would say Sunday and Saturday are kind of just like whatever I feel like or have energy to do. Yay! Thank you for yapping with me. I hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend. I'm gonna like pass out. I'm literally gonna go pass out. I've mostly been sleeping. I'm literally in bed usually by this time. Maybe not necessarily asleep, but I'm usually in bed by like 10 o'clock. So I've been sleeping earlier and waking up early too. Yay! Take care, you guys. I will see you around, okay? When I have more information to share with you, I will simply share it with you. Whether that be in a stream or in a community post or on Twitter, we'll see once I get to that point, okay? Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye. I'll see you when I see you. Hopefully that's soon. I'll try and be more consistent about when we're doing stuff. And plus, since I want to get a little bit better known for like music, I should probably really be doing karaoke streams more. So expect more of those once I get out of my rut and probably become a little bit less busy at work and have more energy at the end of the day. See you later!